Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Disaster Tour. My name is PT, Perfectly Techno. I'm going to be your Disaster Tour guide today. Thank you all for joining us on another tour of the wonderful world of Sylvanaria with our wonderful traumatized players. Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Sup?
Hello.
So before we get into the recap, the question of the day is, while we introduce all of our players, what did you get Lulin for Father's Day? Starting off with Elliot Burning Oak, the half-elf wizard from Zrea, played by...
It's me, Isaac. Yep, that's all I have to say about me. As far as what Elliot got Lulin for Father's Day, Elliot left the house for Lulin on Father's Day,
Did an activity.
so he didn't have to do.
So you didn't have to babysit you?
Entirely that.
Interesting.
Seems to me.
And then we have Lyra Dream Shadow, the wizard, the Kalishtar wizard from Stipvale, played by...
Hello, I'm Rosie when Rosie sees us on the internet, and Lyra got Lulin. I think that she would be really stressing about this for a few days leading up. She'd be like, "Hey Lulin, if you could have a gift for some holiday that's coming up, what would you want?" And then if she got sort of vague answers, she would be like, "Okay, we're gonna do an activity all together." So she would try to round up all of us to go throw darts or something, which would inevitably go horribly wrong, I think.
To go
for your
throw
question,
darts?
Lulin's answer would be something that is meaningful and from the bottom of your heart.
And that's exactly what would lead us all to dart-related injuries.
Lyra gives you a dedicated activity, and Nom gives you somebody's diaphragm. Anyways, then we have Nom Dream Shadow, the Kobold Ranger from Koboldia, played by...
An angry gentleman ferret. That would probably get Lulin a shiny rock. I feel like that's pretty obvious.
Of course.
A shiny rock from Nom's own collection.
Oh.
He didn't even go out and find another shiny rock. It's one he already had.
He didn't even go out and steal a new shiny rock.
Damn.
No, because he knows that Lulin would hate that.
And then we have Nuzin Worldwalker, the Minotaur Swordbarian from Oldfast, played by...
It's me, the Sky Tea. I think that Nuzin would very well intentionally attempt to take something off of Lulin's plate and make him breakfast in bed, like the classic Father's Day thing. Which would, I think, be, it would never compare to Lulin's cooking, but it would have a lot of love and effort put into it.
Or Newsom would get really angry at
Newsom
on her own. She's capable of cooking, just not great.
Basically, Newsom's gonna serve Lulin approximately 9 dishes that are all different types of eggs because she gradually was getting closer and closer to the poached eggs she was trying to make. And all of the rest of them are just pre-trials that she's giving to Lulin anyways.
Classic.
Yeah.
It's like the toast gets less burnt.
She knows that the only thing that would make Lulin angrier is if she wasted the food.
Exactly.
So, the first one, just straight up scrambled. Cracked one as soon as it hit the pan, gave up. By about trial number 8, Lulin had realized that to poach eggs, you need water. Nuzin had realized. Lulin's realizing it. Lulin's waiting upstairs to see if he should tell Nuzin if she doesn't figure it out by try 10.
It's like the first 2 eggs are scrambled, the rest of them are just fried or sunny side up.
Yeah.
Just sunny side up.
What am I doing wrong?
Right? Oh, that's great.
Alrighty. It might have just been a delay, Matt. And then last but not least, we have Lulin Boldspeaker, the Minotaur Druidin from Olfast.
It me, Brambo. Lulin would. I'm just gonna go cheese factor. Lulin would buy himself a damn grill.
So, that that's still there.
Lulin would just buy him a grill, honestly.
Chat would like to know what Lulin's best dad joke is for Father's Day.
Give me time to take one up, and I'll either A, put it in chat, or B, interject it somehow into...
You better go with
Yeah.
option B. It better be
In character.
interjected into the party somewhere.
Yeah.
All right, well, the recap for last week. So last week, the party really kind of dealt with their trauma. Or didn't, in some cases.
Yeah.
Everybody kind of split up. Lyra tried to go into Nom's head after breakfast, and in his head, something bad happened. That's all I'm going to say about it, because the other 4 players don't know either.
Yep.
And then she kind of freaked out, and that caused Nom to freak out, and Nom ran into the basement and accidentally cast fear on himself. So he ran into the woods and tried to drown himself so he could talk to Tholana, the drown god. Or the goddess of lost souls.
Yes.
Lulin ran off into the woods to find him. Nuzin and Elliot went into town and came very, very close to Brennan just completely shattering Elliot's worldview. But he agreed to let it lie, and he told Nuzin that he was going to come train with her that night at sunset.
Mm-hmm.
Nuzin and Elliot also saw Wilhelm, who gave them a red cloth to put in their window, kind of outing himself as a member of the Second Sons. And I don't think that much else happened in town. You guys bought Nuzin bought flowers for Lyra at Lulin's instruction.
Yes.
And then brought them back, and when they got back, Lyra was meditating and crying, so Nuzin comforted Lyra, and Lulin was in the woods comforting Nom, and as they began to head back to town, the very last thing that happened was that Elliot walked back into his living room to see Pharaoh sitting there, and Elliot began talking to Pharaoh, who, at the very end of sessions, eyes turned black, even though Elliot didn't see it. Did I miss anything?
I think that pretty much covers it.
I think that covers...
There were many mental breakdowns. So many.
Yeah.
There really were. Alright, well, Discord broke for Isaac. So
Yeah,
I guess...
Isaac's restarting his computer. It was really bad timing, to be honest, since we need to start with him.
Well, we don't have to start with him. We will... No, we do have to start with him.
Yeah, the
God damn it.
cliffhanger is all him.
God damn it. I'm just gonna sit here. Chat, welcome to the eating stream today, just like every other Monday. We're having poke.
Fuck yeah. I had poke the other day after you had it, and I was like, ooh, I want that. It was so good. Love a good bowl of fish and rice.
So good.
Yeah.
I just like a bowl of rice.
I get surimi salad
Mm-hmm.
and like crispy garlic, crispy onions. Oh, delicious.
And I have been brought McDonald's that got ordered for me during stream and just got here. Hell yeah.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
What's your McDonald's order?
I like a 10-piece nugget and a double cheeseburger.
That's a
That's pretty-
classic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I put the nuggets on the double cheeseburger. Like an adult.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wow.
I feel like I've grown up.
way to call out.
Anyways,
Literally
you ever
the
just
entire chat.
suddenly find out of the blue that you have the exact same McDonald's order as one of your friends?
Well, I used to get a McChicken. So this was something that someone taught me when I was like,
McChicken,
God.
2 McDoubles. McGangbang.
yeah.
Yes.
Well, except for that it's one McDouble and you just split it in half.
Mhm.
Oh, we always did it with 2.
God damn, that's a lot of bread. See, I was poor as fuck. So, we would do a McDouble, you split it in half, you put the McChicken in the middle, and then a large sweet tea, and they were all on the dollar menu.
Yes.
So it would be like a total of $3.16 where I grew up. Which you can scrounge that together when you're poor as fuck.
1, fantastic. Elliot's back. 2, coffee. That joke's funny, but bold of you to assume I don't know that it came from Skystream.
So true.
Also, Sky.
Yes.
That combo saved me so much money in college.
Literally same.
Oh,
To
well,
us
look,
two
here-
All
broke
right.
bitches, Brando.
So, Elliot. What are you doing in your living room?
Remind me of the circumstances right now.
You were talking to Pharaoh.
Is Pharaoh still there?
Yeah, he's still there. He's still sitting at the table.
You were getting him water wine when we left off last
Oh
time.
yeah, here's your water wine, by the way.
He kind of... Roll me... No. He kind of looks at you and goes, well, if it's only water, I'm fine, Elliot.
Well, I mean, I could run into the house and get some actual, I mean, it's not going to be wine, obviously.
Yeah, that seems like a good idea.
Sure.
It's gonna be the egg we
that's-
brought back.
Elliot, yep. As Elliot heads into the kitchen, or heads inside.
So, Elliot, when you head out of your basement and head towards the house, that is about the same time that Lulin and Nom are exiting the forest.
I thought this was during whenever we got back.
No, Elliot was digging out more rooms. This is like as you guys are returning. Because you guys hadn't gotten back to the house yet before we ended, had you?
Yeah, we did.
Oh.
Because Nom passed out and I tucked him in.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
right, you're right. Would anyone be in the kitchen then?
It would be the 3 other conscious people.
Yeah.
So, Elliot, you wander into the kitchen, and the rest of your party is inside.
Nom's snoring.
Mm-hmm.
And
Hey, guys.
You can hear Nom snoring all the way from the library.
Don't mind me,
hey.
just here to grab some booze.
Day drinking?
Well, when you have guests.
What? We don't have any guests.
Well, oh yeah, but Pharaoh's out in the cave.
Is he?
Yeah.
That's pretty weird.
Why?
He didn't come through the house.
Yeah, he probably just knows I'm back there. Yeah, I mean, he is a divination wizard. Like, he's like my main professor.
Well, you know
But
what?
she knows where I'm at.
Would you mind if I came with you? I would.
I mean, sure.
Okay, cool. I
course,
wanted to
Amy.
talk to him about, the force that I gave him and stuff.
Yeah, of course. As Elliot sort of like looks around, grabs the keg that he got, and heads back
Mhm.
outside.
Newson trailing after him.
She gets up, gives like a look to Lyra and Lulin and follows him out.
So the two of you head back to the head back to the room, and when you get inside, Pharaoh's not there. But there is a piece of paper folded up on the table.
Oh, looks like he had to go.
Oh,
Wonder
that's
what he has
weird.
to say.
Mm.
What does the paper say?
I am going to message it to you.
Uh-oh.
Raggy.
It's time for a mental breakdown.
Eh. This service is offline. Check back in 2 hours.
It's a pretty short one, Isaac.
Well, given it's not here, it means you haven't sent it yet. Oh, there it is. Oh, it just says he had to leave.
I guess I'll have
You
to
guys
go.
want a day drink?
You know, I wouldn't mind a day drink.
Cool. I've got just the room for it now. I've got a place to store my kegs. As
Oh,
you
you
go
made
back
a-
into a back room where there are holes in the wall that are just the right size to slide kegs into.
Okay, now this is sick.
Right?
I mean, I
Susan,
like
are
the
you
cave
looking
anyway.
at the looking at the piece of paper at all? Or did
I assume
Elliot
he
not
still
set it
has
back
it.
down?
Yeah.
I think he just put it back on the table.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, I'll probably take a glance at it, like, before we...
It is a blank sheet of paper.
Okay. Yeah, I will make a mental note of that and follow him into the other room.
So Elliot, you continue taking Newson on the tour of your new rooms.
Well, you see, we have the keg room, as you saw. And we can even tap kegs in there. You know, I got a few taps on the ground, you know.
Mm.
And then back here, this is the guest bedroom. It's a little small. I've only dug half of it out. But it's just like the closet that doesn't exist yet. And then this hallway, as he like points down sort of a hallway that's sort of long and like at the end it doesn't quite open up into a full hallway. This eventually is going to reach the alchemy room onto the library.
Oh, with the portal. Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
Yeah,
I don't know why we even bothered to buy a house. You're literally building a mansion underneath of it.
Yeah, but this isn't up to code.
Yeah, well, if nobody knows it's there, it doesn't have to be up to code, does it?
You know, you're right. We could have just been some like forest squatters.
Yeah. Who's gonna tell us we can't? That's my favorite form of living, forest squatting.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that checks out. I believe that.
I'm glad we can both agree on that. You know, you got an armful of furs, you can really sleep anywhere.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, I guess if you
anyways,
see Pharaoh,
do we-
if Pharaoh shows back up again, let me know, because I do want to talk to him. I guess I can always go over to his place, but...
Yeah, no, that's fair. I think I might take a hint from Nom, actually, and take a nap.
Not a bad idea. We did get up early.
Yeah,
Go run some errands. Alright.
run some
well,
errands.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I'll leave you
Bye.
be. Mm-hmm.
Are you taking a nap, Elliot?
for sure.
Okay. So Elliot, you go lay down as Newson. I'm assuming you head back to the kitchen.
Yeah.
So as Elliot kind of closes the door behind you, you begin to head back towards the kitchen. Elliot, as you lay down,
Make my save.
sleep kind of fitfully overtakes you, and give me that wisdom save.
Oh my god.
Let's go. He's pretty good at saves, let's be honest.
It's true.
right. So, Newson, you head back towards the kitchen, and when you enter, Lyra and Lulin are in there. And what are the two of you talking about?
Oh no, sorry. I meant Elliot's kitchen.
Oh, you're heading
I
back
should have
to
clarified
Elliot's
that.
kitchen. Okay, I understand now.
Yes. I'm gonna take that note. I just didn't want to take it immediately.
Okay, you take the piece of paper off the table.
And I want to do a quick, just like sniff inspection and see if I smell anything weird.
All right, roll to waft.
I'm wafting.
To waft?
To waft.
To waft. What did we say that was?
It's perception.
Oh, it was perception? Okay. I couldn't remember.
It's also not an advantage anymore.
Yeah. That's still a 23.
It smells like an old piece of paper.
I meant kind of the kitchen in general, like...
Oh, yeah, there's no... Like, it smells like Elliot.
Okay.
There's like a lingering smell of blood from the wolf pelt, because that was only a few days ago, but...
Yeah. Nothing like unusual.
Yeah, nothing out of the norm.
But now I will go back to the house kitchen, and not the cave kitchen.
Oh, phenomenal. I like that we're just referring to the cave rooms as cave rooms. This works for me. Alright.
The cave rooms.
Alrighty. So you head back to the kitchen, and when you get into the kitchen, what are Lulin and Lyra talking about? While Nom just sleeps in the library, snoring loudly.
I'm not sure that Lyra is saying much of anything, really. Like, she's still pretty out of it. Did Lulin ask her any questions?
I think Lulin would see that you're quiet and like shy-spoken and soft-spoken, and just he would notice that things aren't okay, and he knows that. Want some tea?
Yes, please.
I have just normal green tea. I have, I don't know, like he points up a bag. He's like, this word's in Elvish, and I think it says chamile. Chamamamil?
Yeah, that'd be good. That sounds
Okay.
Chimama meal. That sounds good.
I love a little bit of chamama meal. For my chamamis.
Stop. me and Elliot haven't had time to, keep practicing on, basic Elvish, so not that good right now. So he's just gonna start whipping up some tea.
As you're making tea in the kitchen, all of you give me a perception check.
Okay.
Perceptifying.
There we go. My Chrome had an update, and
D&D's equivalent of the Minecraft sniffer.
Speaking of Chrome updates and everything breaking, I switched out my video card, and that's why Discord died, is because I was installing the Revenant drivers.
We're both struggling. Yeah, it was telling me that my that I didn't have hardware acceleration on, and I was like, I definitely do.
So Lyra, you are the only one who notices from the back window as Elliot's door opened and he walks out and just wanders into the woods.
Oh God. I think Elliot just left. That can't be good.
It's like literally opening the door.
Is Elliot okay? He just walked into the woods.
He did what? She like immediately turns around. Oh my god, no, he's definitely not okay. Kind of like
Okay.
holds out the blank sheet of paper and was like, he saw Pharaoh and he said this was a note that said Pharaoh would be back later, and it is a blank piece of paper.
Ooh, okay. That's not good. That's really not good.
Well, I guess I'll follow him. It's fine.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe you can like identify this in case it's magical or something. She kind of like slides it across the table to you,
Okay, I'll do that. And she'll sit down for 10 minutes and identify it.
and News is going to turn around and try and follow Elliot.
All right. So, Lyra, when you finish up that 10 minutes of identification, it is a sheet of paper.
This is a non-magical.
It is a
sheet of
blank
paper.
sheet of paper.
No.
And also, it does not have any writing on it.
Bingo. Newsin.
Yeah.
Roll me a survival check to track.
Oh boy. Oh, that was
Sniff
good.
at disadvantage.
Is it a disadvantage?
Is it a disadvantage?
No, you just don't have a dragon anymore, so the sniff is less effective.
It's not a.
It's not a sniff.
survival.
She's just survival checking.
Perception.
She's just tracking you.
Perception. Yeah.
Sorry, let me
Perception
make
is
myself
what-
clear. I was making a joke, and it was bad.
Oh. Okay.
I got it, Isaac.
You know.
I
Yeah,
still
I
don't
don't,
get
I
it.
don't think
I'm
anybody
sorry.
got it because it wasn't a dad joke. But I appreciate the humor
Honestly.
nonetheless.
All
It's not a
right.
dad joke. It's
So
not
you
relevant.
find kind of these like sluggish footsteps, Newsin.
Uh-huh.
And as you follow them into the woods, you come across Elliot, and Elliot, what are you doing just standing in these woods?
I think when you like approach him, he's like he starts stumbling around. Like clearly his like eyes are open, but they're sort of glazed over.
Mhm.
As he's just sort of like stumbling around the trees.
Okay.
You may also hear him mumbling.
Yeah,
So,
that was
it would
Does
take
it-
great care to hear what he's saying.
uh-huh. That would probably be I don't think she would disrupt him immediately. I think it would be kind of like she's like observing to see if something is being done to him or like he's not in control of this behavior, which is like already sort of clear from it. But yeah, I would like to like try.
Roll me a perception check.
All right.
I guess my question for Elliot is, are you talking in Common or Elvish?
Common. I think at this point, Elliot dreams in common.
Would a 16 meet the level required to hear him?
I would think so.
Okay. So what
you
is
hear
he?
Elliot
What does
mumbling.
Newsom hear him mumbling?
Gotta find the eye. Gotta get the eye. The eye's the only way to save him. Gotta find the eye. Where's the eye?
Hmm. Okay.
Gotta get the eye.
Yep. I think Newson will just like go up at that point, assuming that he's probably like sleepwalking or something, and kind of I guess step in front of you and sort of like put a hand on like one of your shoulders to kind of like stop you and see if that's enough to wake you up.
I think as soon as Elliot sort of notices that you're there, he's sort of like, I think it would be best described as a yelp and sort of runs away.
Oh, but not awake? Interesting. I'm just gonna keep following. Elliot, wait. Like at this point it's not it's more of a okay. I'm not
Okay,
like
this
I'm
is
not
done.
gonna accidentally wake you up. Yeah.
I think you might notice that like Elliot's arms and legs go like sort of hybrid wolf as he like is trying to get away faster.
Mm-hmm. What's your run speed?
Not enough to get away from you.
I was gonna say, I'm just asking. Your wolf form might be able to outrun me.
I think the wolf is only 40. Only 10 more than
40 is my run speed as well, so it would be even.
It would come down to con saves.
Yeah, wolf is 40. Though I think since he's not going full wolf, I don't think you'd get up to 40. I do think is Nuzin trying to get closer?
I mean, she'd be making sure you're not hurting yourself. So yeah, I mean, I think it would be best to stop you. So I guess yeah.
I think the closer you get, the Elliot's just shout like, "No, back off! No, you can't have him."
I'm not trying to take anything from you, Elliot. You need to wake up.
No. And I think sort of as you get, sorry, uno momento.
Mm-hmm.
Elliot's gonna cast, like as he's running, like just a magic missile on the trees around him to try to make debris.
Oh, interesting.
So as Elliot's running away from you, you watch as Elliot's hands come up as magic missiles shoot out either side, shattering the trees as he passes them, trying to create like splinter clouds between the two of you. What do you do?
Well, I have danger sense.
I feel like that would allow you to safely block him. You can see the effect.
Yeah.
Just dodge him.
Yeah, just dodge out of the way of these, just to keep up. And then if he's in danger of hurting himself, that's the real thing. Like I'm just trying to keep eyes on him. And then and trying to wake you up. Like I'm not trying to hurt you. I'm not here to take anything from you. You're putting yourself in danger.
Roll me that perception check.
Wait, me or him?
Elliot.
Okay.
You got it, boss.
Not enough. Not enough. You continue to run through the woods.
You want to hurt him? I don't think. Oh, excuse me. As this goes on,
Bless you.
Excuse me.
I think from Nuzin's perspective, Elliot's just dropping into the earth. But what Elliot's doing is molding earth just down. He's tunneling. He's going underground.
He's going down.
Would Nuzin consider that Elliot being a threat to himself?
Yeah, I think so at that point. Depending on how far ahead are we saying?
I'd say he's only
Elliot
about 10
is?
feet ahead of you.
Okay.
And it's only because you're not trying to catch him.
Yeah. I think when that happens then, like mid-stride, Nuzin is going to rage. And when this happens, those like last decrepit vestiges of this like dragon form that are like practically falling apart, sort of bony and disgusting. Her tail sort of super lengthens out, giving her an extra 10 feet of reach, and this tail like lashes out to grab you before you can go underground.
All right. So I'm going to say that, Elliot, you failed the throw because you're asleep.
Yep.
As this tail wraps around you.
I don't know how that would work. Like, I don't know what to. Like, if I don't know what the like specifics of like casting the spell are, but if it like it requires you to move your hands and stuff like that, it would be like it would
Yeah, his
it would
hands are
be
being
doing,
held under the tail
yeah,
right now.
yeah, whatever to stop you from going under, basically, which would give me enough time to reach you and then put actual hands on you and drop the rage immediately. All right, buddy, it's time to wake up. This is not okay anymore. Like, she's like down, I guess, because you probably got like a decent way into the ground. Like, I'm thinking like, you know, up to the thigh. So she's like down on her knees and like both hands on your shoulders. Like, it's time to wake up.
Roll me perception check, just normal.
You got it, Bosh. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? There it is.
Elliot, you wake up.
You're face to face with Newson, looking incredibly concerned.
Hello.
And behind Newson on the ground are just like pieces of meat and bone.
Yep. Oh, thank God you're up. You're awake. You were sleepwalking? Fleeing?
Fleeing from what?
Well, me.
A
but...
meat tornado?
Oh no, sorry. I had to rage to catch up with you. You kind of partially wolfed out, and we run at about the same speed when you do that. So
I see.
it's
just back to the house then, I guess.
Yeah.
Where are we?
Deep in the woods. We passed the hot springs a while ago.
Huh. It must have been a wolf, I guess.
Yeah, you were definitely having some kind of nightmare.
Get that in check, I think. I wonder if Eptum and Sumter could help me out there. Keep the wolf under control.
Yeah.
I mean, we can't have it taken charge like that.
Yeah, especially with you running off into the woods. But I'm sure they probably could. We could probably...
Yeah. I mean, I have a little bit of night blight or moonblight left over, but only like one dose.
I mean, maybe the Thought Weaver could help, like, connect you? I don't know. Can you, like, communicate with the wolf, or is it, like, a two separate thing?
I mean, he's in here. He's just a bit of an ass.
Okay, got it.
I guess there might not be many options there. Maybe Lyra could help. Anyways, let's get back to the house, right?
Yeah, you know, Lyra might be a good choice as well. All right. Do you need a hand up out of there? She like offers like gets all the way up
no,
and like
I should
offers.
be good.
Okay.
As Elliot just like molds earth to get him vertical.
Yeah, I was a little worried that you'd go all the way underground and suffocate yourself, I'm not gonna lie.
I'm sure I would wake up mid-suffocation, at least.
Yeah, but then you wouldn't know which way is up. It was better just to stop you, so I'm glad you're up now, at least.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Everybody's having such fun sleep schedules right now. It's really alarming.
Maybe there's like a hex on the city.
Maybe. It might be best until you can maybe talk with your wolf for you to sleep somewhere where we could hear you leave.
Could put bells on the doors to my area.
Well, yeah, but we all sleep inside. we'd have to, or I guess someone could sleep outside with you each night. That might be better.
I could set something up in the study if Nom doesn't get too angry.
Yeah.
That's their space.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's sleeping right now, so that's good.
That's fair. So, no hard feelings for him about whatever happened at that party, or
No, it doesn't seem that way. I mean, it's hard
Okay.
for. I mean, Lulin brought him back asleep, so I don't really know what happened. It was kind of, you came in and we were just about to talk, but then you said that Pharaoh was here, and so I was like, oh, let me do that really fast, and then you went to take a nap, and the moment I walked in the kitchen, Lyra was like, Elliot just walked into the woods, and I was like, I was just there. So then I had to, catch you. And now, it's been one of those days, I think. One of those fucking days.
Yeah, no, that checks out. One of those days indeed.
Yeah. But yeah, I think probably best to set you up somewhere inside, and, we can ask Ephraim and Sumter when we get back.
So
As well.
as the two of them are off in the woods, Lyra and Lulin, you hear a knock at the front door.
Are you expecting anyone?
No. I'll go get that.
Okay.
Coming. Lulin heads to the door. He opens it and who does he see?
When you open it, standing outside is a relatively clean-cut human wearing what looks like a suit. And behind him are stacked up several crates. As he looks at you, he goes, "Is this the home of News and World Walker, Elliot Burning Oak, Lulin Boldspeaker, Lyra Nom Dream Shadow?"
Yes.
Fantastic. I have all this to drop off for you. It's from the estate of Call Pharaoh.
Ah. Lulin looks down wide-eyed and just starts thinking, I wasn't expecting this. Yeah. Lulin's just gonna bring him into the big ballroom.
I don't need to come in. I just need one of you to stamp for it.
Yeah, Lulin will stamp.
Okay, you pull out your you pull out your stamp and you just.
Yeah.
He looks at it and he goes, "All right. Based on the will of the deceased party, he would like you to open these smaller boxes first." As he gives you these small walnut boxes with everybody's name kind of burn etched into the top of them.
Okay.
Yeah. So watch what's in the boxes, and then what did you have here? So you kind of flip through a couple of pages. Open the crate with your name on it once you've watched the box. As he kind of flips through a couple more pages, just if somebody is not ready to receive their box, receiving parties can hold the box until such time. You understand?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Perfect. You have a wonderful rest of your day. As he kind of turns around, and he's just leaving all these crates out front.
Lulin just huffs and brings them in, separating the boxes according to name.
So the boxes all have kind of strange things on them. The box with Lyra's name on it is about 4 inches, is about a foot wide and a foot deep and about 4 inches tall. 4 or 5 inches tall, probably closer to 5. The one with Nom's name on it seems to be just a blacked out jar with like a piece of tape with Nom's name on it. There's a small box with Elliot's name on it. There's nothing with Newson's name on it, but there is a small walnut box with Newson's name on it. But there's no larger box. And then there's a large, probably like a 4x6 box with your name on it, Luland.
Okay. Hey Lyra, you mind coming in here for a minute?
Yeah, what's up?
As Lulin's like shutting the front door and setting the last box.
Oh my gosh, where'd those come from?
Apparently, we were on the professor's will. And this is some things that he left for us.
Oh god.
The delivery man gave us some specific instructions to open the box in specific orders.
Well, I mean, we can't show this to Elliot before we have a conversation and figure out what to do.
What do I do with these?
I don't know, put them underneath your bed, I guess.
My bed's on the floor.
My bed
Okay,
is
okay.
the floor.
I guess put them underneath my bed.
Lulu like
If only there
scratches
was
his-
someone who could bury things. Hide them
Lulu like
quite well.
scratches his head. If you can give me a hand, we'll
Yeah.
just take him up into my room and set him in there.
Okay, yeah. What do you think we should do about Elliot?
I don't know. Genuinely, I don't know.
It's
It's a whole new experience and something I've never had to deal with, so I'm just trying to do my best to help when I can and support where I can.
yeah, but are we hurting him more than helping him to let him stay in this delusion he's created? Or is it safer to let him stay happy in there? I don't.
Lulin's gonna shrug and personally, what I would want is I would want the Band-Aid ripped off immediately.
See, I'm the same
But-
way, but remember how he was talking about Alrond?
Yes. And I think I don't know how Elliot feels, but I know him and his professor were very close. And I just don't know how to I just don't know what to say. I'd never been in a situation like this,
Yeah, me neither.
but I know that the most I can do is to be there when he needs to cry and be there when he needs us most.
You know, maybe the way to do it is sort of just to let him take the lead, you know, like if he starts to talk about it, we could say like, "Oh, what do you remember?" you know, or things like that. And if he's talking about, you know, his dead professor being in his house, we could just say, that's great."
Sounds like a great coping strategy.
I also wonder if Ephraim and Sumter could help. I know he was originally against playing with like the memories and stuff, I think, but if I don't know anything about the mental psyche. If whether it's he himself is blocking it off with just, you know, sheer trauma or something magical is afoot. I don't know. But Lulu's just gonna shrug. I don't know what would be the best for Elliot.
Oh, yeah. Me neither.
I agree he deserves to know the truth, and he deserves to... Nobody deserves to be in the pain that they're suffering in right now.
That's
But
true.
we are. And we'll get through it. And Lulu's gonna like bring you into like a one-armed hug.
Oh, big hug time.
We'll get through it.
Yeah, we will.
One step at a time.
One step at a time.
Lulu's gonna pick up his big boxes. Oh God, why the hell is this heavy?
And
He's gonna
see.
struggle up the stairs. Why did you give the biggest one for me and not Newsen?
Dude, I mean, at least you got one.
Did you enjoy the tea?
Yes. Yeah, it was great.
The
We don't-
Shamamali.
The chamomile.
Yeah,
Chamomile.
Chamomile.
I cannot wait for Elliot's uncle to come back.
What happened to all the chamomile?
Who took my chamomile? We're not big tea drinkers. I am, but like we only have one kind over there. It's not so many varieties and variants.
So as the two of you are finishing up moving the boxes and you've kind of gotten everything tucked away, you hear Elliot and Newsen come in the back door of the house.
Yeah, I think it'd probably be best if we set you up. Yeah, and the library is probably the coziest. I mean, there's like the couches in the living area aren't too bad, so we could always like get you a bunch of blankets and stuff and set you up in there somewhere, you know, close enough that we'd be able to hear.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Mm-hmm. As we like head that direction, I think.
Yeah.
Alright, so you head into the main room as the two of them are coming down the stairs.
And Lulu's gonna shout up from the top of the stairs. Hey Newsen, could you come up for a second?
But yeah, no problem. Newsen will look at Lyra and say, we're gonna have Elliot sleep in the house for a while so that we can
Okay.
hear if he leaves. Or tries to. Because I had to chase him so far into the woods. And let me tell you, the wolf runs as fast as I do. So, he almost went underground before I
Oh
could
my
catch him.
God.
Yeah. He was half, like, a, thigh high in the dirt before I snagged him, so.
Going underground. We lost him? No, he's literally underground like 3 feet ahead of us.
No,
He's
he
still running
was
in a
here.
straight line.
Here, just down.
Just watching the furrow of dirt form on the surface.
Yep.
And then, Newsen, I'm assuming you head upstairs to talk to Lulin.
Yeah. I'll bring some extra blankets and stuff down if there's not enough in the library. And she jogs up the stairs. This is really getting her steps in today. God damn. 10,000 my ass.
Oh, you have no idea. You have no idea how many steps you're gonna get in today.
I think at this point, Nam is kind of just walking around the house aimlessly.
So as Nugent heads upstairs to talk to Lulin, leaving Elliot downstairs, Lyra, do you go up or down?
I think that Lyra is. Oh, that's a good question. I think she would make eye contact with Lulin and say, like, do you want me to come with you? And then,
It's up to you.
are you gonna talk about what to do about Elliot?
A couple of things, but that's on the list.
Okay, then I'll join you guys.
Sure.
So as the three of you head upstairs to talk, Nom, you kind of sleepily stumble out of the library to see Elliot standing in the main room. As you hear their footsteps kind of disappear upstairs.
Nam looks very unwell, and he kind of like looks at you, Elliot, looks you up and down, and he goes, Am I dreaming? What?
I don't think so. Unless I'm dreaming. That would actually make sense if I was dreaming. Then you are a dream.
Why would it make sense if you were dreaming? What's been going on?
Musa just told me that the wolf took over. And that hasn't happened in like actual months. So, you know, the werewolf,
Last
other
I
dude
knew,
lives in here?
you were off doing your own thing. I don't remember the wolf thing happening.
Yeah, that's why I think it's a dream. That doesn't seem right.
Where's everybody else? Where's everybody else?
They went upstairs.
Is that where you're also going right now, or?
I mean, I suppose I could. Yeah, I guess.
Okay, everybody's okay right now, or?
Yeah, why wouldn't we be?
Okay, good. What do you mean, why wouldn't they be?
Well, we're all here, you know. Door shut. The wolf didn't hurt anybody.
Well, we're not really concerned about the wolf right now, Elliot.
Hey, he's got sharp claws.
Well,
Also, don't tell me what I'm concerned. This is my dream.
Do you not remember anything, Elliot? I have to be dreaming.
I remember everything.
Then what happened?
When? I have
Last
a great
night.
memory.
Or I guess the night before last night.
Okay, you're right. There are a few points that I don't remember. And I think I know what you're driving at here. I didn't realize that you had been drugged again. You know, and I thought you were doing fine. I thought maybe you.
I wasn't drugged.
Because I remembered that you were being weird, right?
Elliot.
And you were.
Elliot, Roran's back.
Back where?
That's
From
what was
where?
wrong with me. Roran was in my head, and he's still in my head.
It's in your head? He was in Valken's head?
Elliot, he killed a man right in front of you.
No, I would have remembered that. I don't drink that much.
Wisdom saving throw.
Oh. Oh. Normal.
Would you like to say on fails you remember or on fails you continue to forget?
I'm gonna let DM decide that.
Cool.
How
On
you wanna
fails, you don't remember a thing. And the same is still the DC we've been using for everything else.
All right, sounds good. What do you mean? No. That I would remember. Are you sure this isn't like a byproduct of the poison? Like,
No, I wasn't. Elliot, it was right in front of both you and ask Newson. Ask
Look,
anybody
Newson-
else here.
Newson would have told me earlier. I mean, we were like out in the woods, and it's no, that's impossible. That's impossible. I mean, who like?
So as of right now, when I just told you that Roran is back, you had no idea.
Well, no. I mean, are you sure he's back? What do you mean he's in your head?
No, something's not right. Something's not right. And Nam,
No, like maybe we ask Lyra. No, Lyra's really good at this. All right, right? We just have Lyra. We have her go in your head, and just tell you that he's not there. Like he's not there.
are there any plants in the room?
No, you guys actually don't have any plants in the main room of your
Crap.
house, I don't think.
Then Nam's just gonna tackle Elliot.
Both of you roll me athletics as we're gonna cut to the room upstairs where they're having this conversation.
So, first thing, Newsom.
Yeah.
We got mail.
Oh wait, I
Oh.
rolled that privately.
I can still see it. It's okay.
Okay. We don't usually get mail. That's kind of surprising.
And then Luna's
It's,
gonna open the door to his room, and there's like a bunch of crates and boxes and stuff.
Oh, not just like a letter.
Yeah, all of us, were apparently on the professor's will.
Jesus, he added us fast.
And then he goes into the explanation of like what the guy said. Everybody. You said everybody opens their own personal box when they're ready, and then
Everyone
once everybody-
opens the small box when they're ready, but the small
Yeah.
box has to be opened before the big box.
Got it.
Or in Newson's
feel like
case,
this-
before the no box.
yeah.
I feel like this really sort of makes
Yeah.
the question of what to do about Elliot more pressing.
I think we gotta tell him. I mean, so when we were walking back, he said he wanted to maybe coordinate with Ephraim and Sumter to talk to the wolf or get the wolf in check. So, and I suggested maybe the Thought Weaver would be a good idea. So maybe we can kind of, and he wasn't against it. He does seem to want help. So I think probably the best two.
I also brought up the Thought Weaver to me and Lyra also had a small discussion about this. I don't know what would be. I don't know what the best direction is to go. I don't know if it's a magical thing that's, keeping this memory locked, or if it's just pure trauma. I don't know. And I don't know if we should just tell him, or if we should just go straight to the Thought Weaver. But I also believe that it should be on Elliot's decision.
All three of you give
But-
me a perception check.
Killer perception checks today.
Lulin, you don't hear
Say.
anything. Newson and Lyra, from downstairs, you hear a crash.
God.
Oh god, what was that?
What?
I just heard
Something. Someone just ran into something or fell over something down there.
Lulin's gonna pinch his nose. Okay. Discussion over, I guess. Lulin's just gonna palm to forehead and just rub his head. Okay.
Newson's gonna grab some spare blankets and stuff out of the whatever linen closet or whatever we have and
Mhm.
give them to Lyra and be like, can you check on that really quick? I will be right behind you, I promise.
Okay. I'll go check on that.
Lulin, I'm assuming, is also going to check on that.
No, I'm gonna block him if he does.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Lulin would have helped News in grabbing all the blankets and pillows and
So,
such.
Lyra, you get to the top of the stairs, and at the bottom of the stairs, Nom has Elliot in a headlock and is just holding him down on the ground.
Ah, what are you doing? Are you okay? Are you wrestling?
This isn't
fun?
Elliot.
Are you wrestling?
Lyra, Nom needs help.
And who are you?
He thinks
you-
Rowan's back.
You would have told Elliot about everything. So who are you? And are you? You're in my.
Look,
you're the one in my
look,
head.
Lyra,
And I was like,
Lyra, just tell him that Rowan isn't here.
this is Roran. He's right here.
Where?
Well, no. Okay,
You!
okay. No, it's not Elliot, but.
She vanished.
Not Elliot.
He's gone.
He
Vanished.
is back. He is back. Okay, he is. And you don't remember anything. And I don't know what to do because you don't. You said you didn't want to remember things, but you kind of got it. We need your help.
Elliot, wisdom saving throw at advantage.
Oh, at advantage. I'll just roll it again.
You
Yeah, but that first
succeeded
one was
anyways. The events of that night rush back into your head.
What?
Good
No,
damn
no,
it,
no,
Leah.
Elliot's gonna try to throw Nom off of him.
Roll
Nom's
me
let you go.
athletics.
As Lyra said that, Nom would have let you go.
Okay, so Nom, you release your grip, and as you're going to let go, Elliot just grabs you and throws you off of him.
What? 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 He's no. What? But I saw Pharaoh. He was earlier today.
What?
He was in my cave.
What?
Look, Elliot.
Lyra, did
I
you
don't
know
really-
this?
No, it's not. I don't think
you
he
knew
saw
that
anyone.
What did Pharaoh say to you?
He stopped by. He said he had something he needed to talk to me about. But he was. I came in for some drinks, and when I got back out there, he was gone.
Elliot, the paper you handed me, it's blank. And I'm sorry, because this is awful. But we really need you, and we...
He's
I
gone.
really need you.
Elliot, I'm sorry, but in these circumstances, I don't know why we would keep the fact that Roran is back away from you.
No, you guys are right. I wasn't ready to lose my mentor, I guess.
I understand, but it's especially a threat considering that he's in my head still.
Well, how do we get him out? As Elliot is looking towards Lyra.
I think that Lyra sort of before she sort of had, something to say, and she said her piece, but at that she sort of closes up and closes off.
This is your thing. Climbing into people's brains, sorting stuff out. This is your thing. How do we... Gotta get him out.
It just spreads. It just spreads.
Elliot takes a couple steps away from Nom. What do you mean?
I didn't know it did that.
It spreads?
So then why did you guys fight for me to stay here? I should be gone.
I don't think it's any use.
Is he in your head too?
I think that Lyra...
What does Lyra do?
What what does Lyra do in this moment? I think that. What does Lyra do? Oh god! I think that you see Lyra like struggling. But she ends up saying nothing at all.
No,
Elliot,
it's got to be a dream. It can't. Elliot's just gonna like slowly walk into the kitchen, I think.
Elliot, we need to go get Velkin.
What the hell's Velkin gonna do?
It's the only way. Roran said it himself.
So you want to do what Roran said?
No, Roran wanted me to kill Velkin.
At this
'Cause he
point, I would
changed for
say
what?
that you two have gathered the blankets at the top of the stairs. Lulin
And
and
you
Luzin.
may have heard, I feel like you might have heard Lyra's outburst.
Yeah.
She was loud.
I wanted a second, like, while we're gathering. Yeah, I mean, I guess, we're listening to everything happening downstairs, but,
Yeah, you guys can have a second to talk while you're gathering.
yeah. Sorry, in your note you said you wanted to talk, and I wanted to... I mean, you and I haven't just talked to us in a long time, so...
Yeah.
Or I guess what feels like a long time.
It's been a long time. Loon's gonna set the blankets down. He's gonna sit on his bed and pat a seat next to him.
She'll do the same.
It's more so about I wouldn't say important topics at the current moment, but it's about Valley and I.
Oh, yeah?
I knew I knew it meant a lot to you to meet her. I know you idolized her. And I wasn't inherently keeping, anything from you. I wasn't trying to keep anything from you. But it was a bit hard and painful to think about sometimes.
Okay. What do you mean?
We both have a lot of feelings for each other, and then Luan's gonna take a little chest from a drawer next to his bed. He's gonna open it. It's just unsent letters. Just had two different things. She felt restrained and she wanted to release her wings and see the world. And then I heard that news. I made a commitment to stay in Oldfast, be a trainer, and teach an army. And then we weren't on the best terms, and she went sailing. And before the war really kicked off, she came back, gave the news to the people, and we talked it out. I told her I'll be waiting. That's why she acted a whole lot different at the party. Maybe it was she was trying to rekindle something that we once had or whatever, but I was ready to settle down. She wasn't. I don't know if it was because I scared her off or what. But she wasn't ready. So that's why I just never talked about her.
Well, okay. That's a lot to take in. I want to start with I'm really sorry now that I talked about her so much to you.
Don't
Because
be.
I feel like that was really weird for you.
No. You idolized her. I'm not going to take that away from you.
Yeah, well, yeah, but still. I could have talked about her a little less if I'd known that. But, man, that's crazy. I mean, I guess it makes sense. I don't know why I never thought about the fact that anyone would, like, know her that well. I mean... It seemed like you guys had something going on at the party, like, more reciprocal. I mean, I guess she seemed more into it than you did. It was a little weird, but, like, I mean, I want you to be happy, like...
There was still a lot on my mind. And seeing her took away a lot of those thoughts. I didn't know where my feelings were at that party, but things happened. And then like Lulu like takes like a deep breath. And before we left through the teleportation circle, I dropped off one of those letters.
See, this is why you're the romantic one of the two of us. Well,
A coward when it comes to love. Lulu just giggles.
I mean, if anything, she's the one that was the coward, right? I mean, you were ready, and she was the one that left.
From what I understand, she had a dream to pursue the world. And I wasn't going to keep a bird caged up. Everybody has a right to do what they want.
Fair.
Everybody has a right to live the life they want. Be who they want to be. And if she wanted to be one of the first Minotaurs to set sail, I was going to stop her.
I guess it's less about you stopping her and more about, like, you know, prioritizing your person over... Not that you should, like, not have dreams or aspirations, but, like... It's not like she couldn't have, like, still sailed, but just not been gone for years and years. I feel like there's, you know, there could have been a compromise there, but there wasn't, and I'm sorry, because that sucks.
We were young.
Yeah.
We were young, you know. Quick thought. We didn't, you know, we weren't as wise as we are today. That's fine.
At this point, the two of you hear Lyra yelling, "He is back."
And back down to Earth.
Yeah, we'll let's talk more later, okay? And she gives you just like the biggest, like, we haven't had an opportunity to really do like a big Minotaur hug, but like it is
yeah.
Like she just wraps her arms around you and just squeezes you and is like, I promise we'll talk more later.
Thank you. I needed that. I needed that big old hug.
I know.
It's been a while since you nearly crushed my lungs via a hug.
Oh, sorry. As you know, I'm getting stronger every day, and sometimes I forget.
There's a lot of stress built up. I understand. Let's
know.
go. Let's go deliver some safety blankets.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we
Safety
all need 'em.
blankets.
Lulin's gonna tie one like a cape and run down the stairs.
Newsom will gather up the rest of the stuff and follow close behind. The clip-clopping of hooves running down the fucking stairs.
Yeah, so that happens right at about where we ended the conversation for you all.
Yeah.
So, you guys have kind of shown up. Elliot, how are you looking right now?
I mean, Elliot just looks really sad.
Nom, how you looking?
Nom's looking very concerned
And Lyra?
and panicky.
I think that Lyra's going to approach Elliot and sort of like offer a hug awkwardly as she does.
And that is what Newson and Luland you see when you make it to the top of the stairs.
Elliot is stepping back. Why won't you answer the question?
I just, you just have to trust me on this one. I think.
Do you remember way back when all this started kicking off and the first army was heading towards the tree and we heard about the draft? Do you remember what we promised each other? That we wouldn't pick a side, that it was going to be you, me, and family, and it wasn't going to be elves or humans or minotaurs. Could you just promise me that whatever reason you have for not telling me what is going on, that it's about this group, and it's for the best of everyone in the group?
Yes. I'm on our side. You, Nom, Newson, and Lulin. I'm on our side, always.
Fine. And you don't have to tell me. I guess. Fuck. As Elliot sort of like turns and heads towards the kitchen.
Wait, what? Hold on. Nobody leave the room yet. What happened? We were upstairs for less than 10 minutes.
Newson. When you utter the words in the house, nobody leave the room for the first time, he watches all of the doors and windows slam shut and lock.
That's terrifying.
That wasn't me, I swear.
I feel like that was you.
Okay, what is going on?
I don't know.
This isn't real.
Lulin's just gonna shout, "House unlock!"
Lulin. You hear the faintest sound as doors and windows begin to unclick of something just going, "Oh, sorry, I figured you wanted them all locked." You all hear that, Elliot?
House?
You're the only one who's talked to the ghost before. So you're the only one who recognizes the voice.
House, make some tea?
Can't quite do that.
House, cast a magical spell.
Why
the doors
house
slow.
talking?
Why?
Guys, this is the ghost. I told you
Oh my
he was our
God.
roommate.
As he
Didn't we
as he
actually
just
summon him?
rapidly appears next to Elliot, just, yeah, this guy summoned me.
Yeah.
And you just stayed?
Well, I couldn't leave.
Aren't you a ghost? You're tethered to this plane of existence now?
Well, I mean, there's nothing else really to do in the ethereal realm. Figured might as well stay
I
here,
was gonna say.
be helpful around the house. You have
I
no.
don't
Like
know.
if you want me to send you back, I can. But I guess like if you
No,
wanna
no,
stay,
no,
that's
no.
also
You've been
chill. Yeah.
You've been a wonderful friend. You know how many times I've held the ladder for you when you would have died otherwise.
What? Thanks. In the library?
Oh, of course. Anyways,
Okay, yeah, they
this seemed
seem more stable.
important, but you seemed like you didn't want anybody to leave. Would you like the doors locked, opened? As the ghost begins to, like, slowly just fade away.
It was less of a command and more of a, like, I would like everybody to elect to stay.
Okay, sorry about that then.
But
Got a little overzealous.
I
The
appreciate the work
zeitgeist
that you're
got to me,
doing.
one could say.
I appreciate the work you're doing.
The ghost just fully disappears.
Noted.
Anyway,
Lulin,
yeah.
were you guys aware that Elliot had no idea that Roran had returned?
When you say that, Newson looks at Elliot for his reaction.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, we knew.
It was the matter. It was more. We were worried about the actual repression and what it was doing to Elliot's mental state than the actual information. If we can.
I understand that, but he's technically still here. I feel like that's something Elliot should at least be semi-aware of.
Well, yeah, we were trying to decide what the best course of action was there. I mean...
Well, I didn't know that he didn't know, so I guess I'm sorry for...
No, I mean...
No, it's okay. We
spilling
didn't...
the beans there, but...
It's okay, we didn't have an opportunity to tell you, because you've kind of been dealing with your own stress, and I didn't really want to put that on you as well. You know, you finally got your first sleep in, like, 2 days, so I was gonna chalk that one up as a win and then take the rest of it as we came.
For all I know, I'm still sleeping.
You're definitely not.
A fucking ghost just walked in here and...
He's been here for a while.
I mean, we've seen babies turn into demons. You think a ghost is weird?
I mean, we've been living in this house for how long, and it wasn't here before that, but...
Yeah, I mean, you gotta be there. Ghosts are ghosts. I don't know. I'm not thinking about it too much, honestly. Yeah.
He's a nice ghost. He helps out. I'm not going to complain about him, honestly.
I mean, I wasn't complaining about it. I was just... A lot of things aren't adding up for me right now for this.
Basically, when we got back, you and Elliot were both essentially inconsolable. Newson looks at Elliot and goes, "You were essentially comatose. You didn't speak or do anything for the entire evening. I was basically able to comfort you enough for you to sleep, and by the time you woke up the next day, you'd forgotten everything. And, you know, when all of this came up, as Lyra kind of pointed out, in regards to Alrond, you were incredibly against the idea of us reminding him of his memories. So we were concerned that we would be going against what you would want by forcing you to remember something that you had obviously repressed for a reason. So. But.
Well, I'm at least conscious this time.
Yeah.
Not that I want to be.
Yeah, I mean... I don't know what to say other than I'm sorry if, you know, we were trying to figure out the best way to do it, the least harmful way to do it, but there's no great way to deal with death. So.
Yep. Not your fault.
Sorry.
But what was the rest of the conversation that we missed going on here?
They were just fighting, and I didn't know how to deal with it, and it's probably not the best way to deal with it. I don't know.
I don't know if I would call that a fight. I think there's a lot of things we don't know right now.
Here's what I do know. We have friends in danger on the other side of the continent. People we can actually fucking help for once in our goddamn lives. Why haven't we gone to save Avery? Honest to God, why aren't we leaving right now?
Because we are so much more identifiable than they are.
And honestly, Elliot, I don't know if I can help at all. What if Roran takes control of me? We don't know if he can do that.
Why does Roran care about Avery? As far as
Why
I'm
does he care
concerned,
about me?
while he's in your head,
I need to pause
we
for
can't
a
do
moment.
anything. Sorry, go on.
Clarification real quick. Out of character, Isaac. You know you're not going for Avery, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Continue.
I think at one point Elliot was told the wrong name, and it's just that's what he's decided now.
I really needed to know.
Whether or not the rest of the party picks up on that, I think, is in the air.
Sorry.
Look, there's so much shit that you've been getting wrong for days. I think it's just accepted now.
Yeah, that's fair.
Not to interrupt you, Elliot, but I was searching for you. Because while I was out in the woods with Nam earlier today, a voice cleared through my head, come to follow, and then it seemed as a cloud took in shape of an arrow and pointed to Allfast. And I wanted to see you if you could send a message to them if they needed urgent help. However, by the time I came back, you were not here.
Who do you want to meet a message?
Somebody in the group.
Who?
Probably
Avery.
Ari.
Ari, yes. Names.
Ari or Avery?
It was Ari and Drago that were at the house, yes?
It was indeed.
Yeah.
Okay. Then, Drago.
That I can do. As Elliot sort of like closes his eyes for a second and messages along the lines of, "Hey, we have some time. Could you still use our help? We can be there in a matter of days."
Okay, now I gotta count words as I say them because this is a very like long-winded character, and I need to make sure that
Yes.
I'm under 25. Hello, friend of the Nom. It is so good to hear from you. We are doing great within the city. Things are going so, and then it just cuts off.
God damn it. Hello, friend of the Nom. 7 words.
I think Elliot was saying it out loud as he was getting the message.
Nuisance face is her palm is just on her face, like as you're saying it out loud.
So, no emergency, it would seem.
Yes.
But something else is
But-
calling you towards Oldfast.
But as I was saying, sort of turning back to Nam, so long as we're not going after something that he wants, Roran, what's he gonna do? Why would he interfere? He made it pretty clear down there that we're nothing.
I mean, I guess you have a point, but I mean, what?
So why shouldn't we help our friends?
Well, then what brought him back yesterday when Lyra went in my head?
Elliot just sort
Why
of
did
like,
he not want anyone to know that he was still there?
To
I
keep
don't
us
know.
weak.
It's perhaps a question that can't be answered right now, as Elliot sort of side-eyes Lyra. But I suspect we'll know the answer soon enough.
I don't know if I like what could possibly come with that answer.
Is there any benefit in standing around waiting to see?
I mean, there's a benefit of. I don't even know if there is a benefit of me going off on my own or staying with you guys. I have no idea what Roran's capabilities are in my mind. Last time he made me collapse to the floor. I was useless.
I'd rather you
Then-
be useless with us than on your own. Because at least if you're useless with us, we know you're safe. If you're on your own out in the world, if he can take you over or anything like that, and you come back, we'd have likely very little way of knowing, unless we caught some weird eye stuff going on.
Okay, but Lyra said that it's contagious. So
I'm sorry? Newson looks at Lyra.
Just. Elliot was asking me to go into Nom's head again, and I don't think that's a good idea.
Okay, noted. Alright. A lot happened in this conversation while we were gone for a couple minutes, but okay. So, but it probably only spreads from contact, right? Like,
I would
I have
assume.
no idea.
I would think mental
you don't know how he
contact.
got. Yeah.
maybe.
But I mean, if that's the case, we could all have it.
And honestly, fuck him.
Yeah, but do we really want to endanger everybody else then?
I mean, you guys didn't make me leave when I thought that, you know, the green-eyed boogeyman had maybe been in my head after the red pits, so I'm not gonna make you leave because of it. Because of
I'm not saying
fucking
you guys are
Lauren.
making me leave.
Well, I don't want you to leave either, okay? I don't know how many times I have to say it.
I honestly, I'll stay for now, but it might get to the point where it becomes more than a want.
What's it even matter? Honestly. Who's hungry? As Elliot sort of heads towards the kitchen.
Oh,
Alright, you can't keep running from these conversations, Elliot. I know you're struggling right now, but
Then
we have
follow!
Alright, fine.
then follow.
Are you following?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said alright, fine. News is gonna make sure that Nom comes, but other than that.
Lulin, what about you?
Lilin will follow.
Okay.
While Lilin's gonna like chalk up, while you, Elliot, and Newsom were gone, we had received some mail. Now I believe Nom, you were still asleep at that moment. I had the packages taken up, or I had Lyra help me take the packages up to my room because this was before the entire situation. But your professor had all of us on his will. He left, we were given instructions to open boxes in specific orders. I can bring those down while you make yourself some food. That's something we want to do now.
Sure, I mean... Just put mine on the table, I guess.
Okay. We'll start bringing them all down.
So, Lulin, you bring down these 4 larger boxes. And as you're walking back into the room, as you set these 4 big boxes down and you lay out the 5 small boxes, are you laying them out or are you handing them to the people with whose names are on them?
I'm laying them out.
As you lay them out, you notice that Elliot's just standing at the sink, furiously scrubbing his hands. As you lay out these 5 little wooden boxes on the table.
Lulu will go back in. Is there anything you wanted me to make, Elliot?
Well,
Anything you're
as soon
fancying?
as soon as my hands were clean, I was gonna cut up a steak.
Sure.
As he keeps sort of scrubbing his fingers.
His hands are like scrubbed raw.
Lulu's just gonna bring you in for a side hug. He's gonna keep letting you doing what you're doing, but he's gonna give you comfort.
Newsin, the sun out the west windows is kind of starting to go down. It's not quite sunset yet, but it's like an hour away.
Okay. Noted.
As you guys are in the kitchen with these gifts on the table.
Is Elliot still washing his hands? All right, I'll intervene if it keeps going.
Yeah, let's say it keeps going.
Okay. Hey, Elliot. And she kind of like puts her hand on your like forearm and gives it like a squeeze, like, it's gonna be okay, I promise. I mean, it's not okay.
Yeah.
You know.
I think as you get closer, you might notice that, like, the tips of Elliot's fingers are, like, blackened. As they sort of... The darkness follows the veins around his fingers, heading up towards his hands.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. I just,
No, actually.
I don't know.
Lulu will look over at Newsin. I know what might cheer you up. And then Lulu's gonna give Newsin a smile. A big old Minotaur hug, and he's just gonna squeeze you both. He's just gonna sandwich you in.
So true, so true.
And it's about to make a con save.
Elliot, you're being squished.
Feel the love, damn it.
Elliot's straight up passing out right now.
Okay, I'm not gonna crush you that hard.
Yeah, you have... I'll remind you that you have resistance to bludgeoning damage.
Oh,
so
so true.
you're fine.
You're fine.
You're just very uncomfortable.
Just mid squeeze, you hear you're just a yelp. Just
Okay. Little back off.
Sorry, too much squeeze.
Nom,
is okay.
Nom, what are you
We're
doing?
here for you.
What are you doing, Nom?
I mean, I was probably just sitting there. I don't think Nom's really got anything to say right now.
You're not looking at the gifts on the table? The boxes are a little bit shiny. They're polished wood.
I don't think Nom is touching it right now.
Damn, Nom doesn't even care about shiny things. I broke him.
I think Elliot's gonna look towards Lulin and like hold up his fingers. Does that?
No, that's not supposed to happen. I'm not a registered doctor, but that's not supposed to happen. And then Lulin's gonna start healing him. I got you, bud.
Do the blackened fingers go away?
I don't think they heal.
So, Elliot, you start to feel better, but the fingers remain black.
Yeah, Lulu will give you like 20 lay on hands.
Oh shit. He's feeling ecstatic. Still sad.
But ecstatic. What's sad?
I'm sure it's nothing then.
Again, one
As
step
he
at
sort
a
of
time.
Remind
He
you
goes
that
to
now you
the,
match Lyra.
Oh, that's true.
Twins.
Twinsies.
That is
Twinsies.
As he goes to the
Twinning so
salt
hard.
box and pulls out like a dry aged steak. It's a cut on the board. Cutting board. Anybody want a slice?
I will never say no to steak. Wait.
Ideal.
Wait.
It's venison.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I assumed it was venison, and then I thought about it for a second. But
Somebody clip it.
that was Sky talking. Sky's hungry.
Steak sounds very good.
Yeah.
Cannibalism.
As Ellie will cut enough for everybody, even people who didn't say anything.
Yeah, Elliot, you start cooking up all these steaks as the sun continues to kind of drift down on the horizon.
Oh yeah, let's make a little dinner. What does everybody want? We get some steaks. Nom, what are you feeling? What's
I'll
the little
eat
tummy
whatever,
one?
Lulin, you know me.
Is there anything that like you're really want? Like, maybe some. I don't know. What's one of your like favorite foods? I'll whip it up.
I don't really have a favorite food unless it's like gruel. But I'll eat whatever anybody else is having though.
Lulin's gonna go to Lulin's gonna make a side of mashed potatoes, as he thinks that's the closest thing to gruel as a normal side dish.
Nam is about to have his mind blown by mashed potatoes.
Special gruel.
Why does this gruel taste buttery?
Oh, fluffy and delightful.
Lyra, what would you like?
I would like to not make a decision right now, so maybe maybe also potatoes would be great.
Lulin's like, okay. Do you have a
Thanks.
preference in how?
I really just didn't want to make a decision. Okay. How?
I got it.
Okay.
Don't you worry.
Okay, thank you.
What about those really good three times baked potatoes that we used
Oh
to make?
my god.
Lulin's,
Wow.
Lulin's just gonna blink. Okay. Help. You mind setting up
Yeah.
the table, and then me and Ellie can get started on dinner.
You know those potatoes that take like 100 hours? I think you should do that.
Drive off the
we-
plot for as long as possible.
I'm sure we can speed it up. Magic, makes things faster, right? Hotter
Yeah.
fire and stuff.
I can't wait for
Yeah.
you guys. I can't wait for you guys to burn down the mansion because, well, if we have to cook this at 350 degrees for 40 minutes, if we cook it at 1,000,000 degrees for 3 seconds,
That's just
Yes,
math.
that's exactly how it works.
That's math. you
Quick,
know?
but that's
Lyra,
not how
cast
thermal
fireball.
conduction works.
Cast fireball into this oven and I'll close the door really fast. This can't possibly go wrong.
How are you
in my
sure you're gonna
opinion.
get it closed fast enough? I have danger sense.
Yeah, I have reflexes.
It's
like
wild. My danger sense is already going off.
No,
Nah.
my danger sense is going off. You didn't even cast the spell yet.
All right. Well, we are gonna
Because you're
take.
so dangerous.
We're gonna take a quick break because the dungeon doggo needs to go out based on the noises
Okay.
I'm hearing.
She's grumbling.
But we will be back in about 10 minutes, so we will see everybody soon while dinner is cooking. All right.
Dinner do we cooking?
Yeah. So we come back to our characters as they're sitting down for a nice meal. As they've kind of sitting in the table in the middle of the table still are these several small wooden boxes as you guys start to dig into dinner.
I say as a group, we should all pretend that nothing happened.
I feel like that's not very healthy. I think maybe we should open these boxes. I mean, what if they'll help us?
Oh, that was
you know?
outside of character.
Oh. Look, it was a nom suggestion. It was nom coded.
Your
didn't
nom
know that
voice
there
and your
was
regular
an
voice are
outside
nearly
of
indistinguishable.
character for Ferret.
Yo,
Not everything
PT,
was
guess
in
what?
character.
What?
Oh shit!
What,
hot dog?
ferret?
It's a hot dog.
Yeah? It's not 3 hot dogs. Get the fuck out of here.
I had 2. That's my second one.
Oh yeah, rookie level shit right there.
Right. So for dinner, we had some venison steaks. Then we had some mashed potatoes. Then we have some twice baked potatoes. Then we have some scalloped
thrice baked potatoes.
And then we have some French fries.
Who's the French?
Lulu gives
Who
a
the French
$1,000
and why are
stare.
they making potato?
Anyway. Should we maybe open these gifts? Or I mean they're not gifts. We are inheritance?
Yeah, I don't see why not. Do some
I was-
pictures up.
Dude,
I mean, I've got
was
nothing to
told
lose
to
at this point, so.
So Newson, you pick up the small wooden box. Do you open it?
Yep.
So when you open it, smoke starts to leak out as an illusion of Pharaoh sitting in front of a mirror forms above it. Are you still gonna listen to it in front of everyone?
Sure, why not?
Oh, this
I'll
isn't
just
gonna
snap
help.
it closed.
This
I'll
isn't gonna
just
help
snap it
anyone.
closed if anything really upsets me.
So it kind of peels open, and you realize that he's wearing the clothes he was wearing right before he got on the ship.
Okay.
As he kind of looks up at whatever's recording this. Well, if what I've seen of my last moments is true, you chose to save me over listening to me, which I guess is par for the course of my students. Truth of the matter is that there wasn't a road that didn't end with me staring into the darkness tonight. I wanted all of you in my class because I wanted to make sure that we were leaving the fate of the world to the right people. And I can tell you truthfully that there isn't a better group of dirtballs to save it. The only way I made it out that night was if Elliot didn't, and I would never in 1,000 years risk his life to save mine. Brennan has been working on something with me for you. You'll get it when you're ready. Trust is a funny thing. And the message just fizzles out.
Everybody else gets stuff and I have to get mine from fucking Brennan? God. Nissen closes the box, puts it back on the table, and eats her food.
Interesting. So, I thought they were going to be prophecies, but they're just little notes for us, I guess.
Okay.
Seems like it.
Who wants to open theirs next?
I'll go.
Okay. Then Lulu will.
We all hear each other's or just our own?
You can all hear each other's.
Okay.
Lulu
It just
will,
plays out loud.
hand Nom. Yeah, Lulu will hand it to Nom.
As you open the box and the smoke fills the air and Pharaoh kind of appears in front of it. If you're seeing this right now, I didn't make it. But from what I saw before I left, you're gonna be pretty afraid in the next few days. I never got to see you in class, so I'm leaving you with a final lesson. As the jar, the lid, like, magically unseals. The night blossom I gave you is a powerful plant. Connects itself to the cultivator that grows it. And I hope that by growing it, you see that you too can grow from something dull. As you see, like, a platform raised out and there's a single seedling sitting on it. It is something phenomenal. And as for my ability to see the future, I guess I don't even really know for sure. Even with my insights, the future is a vast realm of possibilities. Embrace the journey ahead of you. Remember that life's wonders often lie in embracing the unknown. Until my inevitable return. And the smoke just kind of fizzles out as the illusion disappears. As sitting in front of you, Nom, sticking out of the jar, is a seedling. A seedling that has just been added to your inventory.
Cool. Nam takes it, and then he starts tearing up, and he's like, I knew he couldn't see the future.
Yeah, you know, I guess you could never really know.
But if this is his final gift to me, then I'll treasure it.
Mhm.
It's like a reward for being right for once.
So it's on your sheet, Nom, but it's on your sheet under features.
Features. Oh, this one.
And you can read it to chat if you want to.
The night blossom begins as a tiny seedling, with delicate translucent petals wrapped tightly around its core. It emanates a faint glow, barely visible in the darkness. At this stage, it has the ability to emit a jet. Wait, what just happened? Oh, it's back. Sorry, it disappeared for me for a second.
Just like the petals.
Mm-hmm. It has the illumination in a small radius. This light can help the ranger navigate dark areas without attracting unwanted attention. And then illumination ability. Emits a soft glow of a 10-foot radius. This can assist with vision in dark areas. The night blossom requires a certain amount of time, typically a week or more, to grow from a seedling to a bud. Okay.
The rest of that's just for
the
you.
Basic gist, yeah. So it gives me. Okay.
So
Interesting.
let me put it this way: all of these gifts that you are all about to get have 5 different stages and get stronger at each stage.
Okay.
But
I was about to say-
but each stage has a different requirement on what you have to do to unlock it.
And I was about to be like, man couldn't even tell that I had dark vision.
Who is opening theirs next?
I'll open my next. Little take his box and open it up nice and gently.
Lulin, of everyone I've ever seen, you have the most consistent destiny of them all. And timeline after timeline, you break yourself in order to protect those around you, ultimately leaving them without your guidance and hurting them more. It's time to take care of yourself. Follow the whispers on the wind, and I hope the shield I've given you will help you with the journey. If there really are gods in control of where I go, let's hope they're as forgiving as you are. Fuck destiny, though. And the smoke disappears and fades out as the larger crate, the top of it swings open almost as if it were spring-loaded.
Lulin is sobbing. Ugly Starbucks girl crying. Just
You
set.
okay, Lulin?
Do you want to describe what is inside the box? It's in your inventory.
Whoa. Is it now? Inventory. Hell yeah. What a badass fucking name. Shield of Harmonious Resilience.
Also, the names change with each stage, by the way.
I
Oh.
don't want that. I don't want to change. That's
Uh,
so fucking cool.
Trust
Just
me.
Name it.
Trust
Shield of
me.
Harmonious Resilience.
Shield
all
of
cool names.
Harmonious Resilience. The Shield of Harmonious barrier begins as a finely crafted shield. Its surface adorned with intricate celestial and druidic symbols. The symbols shimmer faintly, hinting at the protective magic within. Mechanic resistance: while wielding the shield, the character gains +1 bonus to their AC. Growth requirements: the character demonstrates commitment to protection and harmony by successfully defending an ally from a critical blow, using the shield to absorb the attack and prevent harm. Fucking neat. Once the character successfully defends their ally, prevents critical damage with the shield's magic responds, unlocking the next stage.
And then you don't have to read the next stage yet. We'll read that when you complete the ritual.
You know, I really kind of want to open the gift first because then if I open the message and he says, "Oh, I knew that you would open the gift first," it would be like, "Oh, he can see the future." But if I but also he told us very specifically to not do that. But what if it's reverse psychology? Anyway, I'm gonna follow directions and
Yeah, I kind of expected.
Miss, as the smoke billows out and the image forms, Miss Lyra Dream Shadow. I know why you were always scared to take my class. The idea of being hurt is scary, and not everybody wants to see it playing out before you have a chance of stopping it. But I've seen your past and your future, and I know that your willingness to get hurt helping others borders on the insane. I've given you a few tomes to help keep you from making the ultimate sacrifice, which I'm sure I'm going to look great doing tonight. You sent him away once, send him away for good. Kick his ass for me, I suppose. As the image fades out.
Lyra's tearing into this package. She wants to know these books.
Give me the books.
Give me 'em, give me 'em.
Inside the package is five tomes. Each a few pages long, but only the first one has any words on it. The rest refuse to open. And you can go ahead and read that. I think it's in your feature. It's either in your features or your inventory. It's in your inventory.
I will check. Cool.
Tell us what the cover says and what it looks like.
Alrighty, let me open up my inventory. Is it the one just titled book? Or book?
It's under equipment.
Oh. Under equipment.
It's called the Book of Elemental Warding.
Oh, that's really exciting. That's really exciting. Wait, you said it was in the inventory?
It is in your inventory.
Why am I blind? Oh, there it is. I found it. Okay, Book of Elemental Warding. Description. This book focuses on protective glyphs associated with the elements. By studying its contents, the Abjuration Wizard gains a deeper insight into elemental defense. The wizard gains resistance to one damage type of their choice: acid, cold, fire, lightning, or thunder. Additionally, they can inscribe a single elemental warding glyph per long rest, which grants them an advantage on saving throws against elemental damage of the chosen type. Ooh. Okay, and then there's some details that I need to read. That's so cool.
You just gonna read them to yourself? We moving on?
Well, I mean, I felt like they didn't care about the details. Do they care about the details? Or like,
That's
or
up
should
to
it?
the
or
rest
just
of
the
the. I mean, you can keep it to yourself.
Okay, I'll give it to myself.
Also, Brando, 22 months. That's insane. Sky,
bananas.
9 months. What are you naming Twitch the sub baby?
You know, that's a great question. I'll get back to you on that.
Fantastic. All right. And
That's a
that
weird name.
leaves us with
Yep, that's the name.
that leaves us with one person.
Yeah, little. Bring it over to Elliot.
Elliot?
That man went to his
Ah,
phone,
my
guaranteed.
fucking mic is muted.
Oh,
Sorry,
that's
no,
so
Yeah.
sad.
I muted my mic because there was like loud background. I didn't want to interrupt moments. Sorry, I've been speaking, but
Check.
Elliot is sort of just holding the box as Lulin hands it to him, and looks up and goes, "Would it be okay with you guys if I had some privacy?"
Absolutely.
As you know, there's 4 people in the room. Elliot will head for the door.
Mhm.
And he's going to go into the living room and shut the door and open his box.
So, as the box opens, it's different from the others. You can see crumpled papers around the room as if he couldn't find the right thing to say, and he kind of looks bedraggled and he looks tired. And he looks into the whatever's recording this. Elliot, my favorite student. I know you aren't taking it well. I do. I know that right now you're imagining a world with me still in it in an attempt to pretend that I'm not gone. But I am. And that's okay. Because I know you're not. I'm leaving behind my Snapcaster deck tonight in case tonight goes the way that I'm afraid it will. And I want you to use it as your focus. I hope it teaches you about the branches of fate the same way it taught me, and I hope that you become the wizard that we both know you have the ability to be. The world is a better place because you're in it, regardless of what you choose to believe, and your future was always bright. You're the son I never had, and I'd defend you until my last day. Give him hell, kid. And it fades out.
Elliot, I think is just going to sit down at the chair in the study, and just like curl up with this box, holding it as closely as he possibly can.
Not me actually crying.
And I think he's going to whisper into the box, I'll make you proud. You're the closest thing to a father I ever really had.
As you say, I'll make you proud, you hear a clicking from inside the case, inside the box, as the bottom opens and an inscribed coin falls out.
Oh. What is inscribed on the coin?
On both sides of the coin are heads, and inscribed on the coin on one side in Elven and on the other side in Common is there's no such thing as luck.
He's gonna pocket back their coin. And
You probably spend a good 10 minutes just sitting here with the box. Before heading back into the kitchen.
So when you head back into the kitchen, Elliot, Elliot's away. What are the other four of you doing? Is you kind of hear muffled noise from the other side of the door, and you hear Elliot just kind of close the box. And then he doesn't come back in immediately.
Nam is going to, he's gonna, like, head for the door, and he's gonna be like, I'll be back. I gotta go talk to Plant Lady.
Oh, yeah.
Are you sure you want to go alone?
She actually
Yeah.
asked about you earlier, so I didn't get a chance to tell you because you were like gone by the time I got back. But
Yeah, I should be fine. I just gotta ask her about this seed and the best way to take care of it.
Okay.
okay, be careful, all right?
Yeah, I'll try. And then Nam heads for the back door because he doesn't want to walk through where Elliot was.
All right, so you head out the back door and you start heading into town. Are you just taking the road?
Yeah, Nam's taking like a main road, pretty much.
All right, so as you're walking into town, Nom, you make it about 5 minutes down the road, and you see Brennan walking up the road going the other way.
I think Newson needs you for something.
Yeah, we're going on a hike.
Well,
How are you doing?
not good at all. But that's none of your concern. And then Nam keeps walking down the street.
He kind of stops in front of you, Nom, and he kind of like takes a knee and like gets down on level with you. Take it from somebody who's been at the beck and call of powerful forces before. They only have power if you give it to them. And he kind of stands up and he pats you on the shoulder and he just starts walking back up the road.
Nam kind of mutters, well, that's dumb because I didn't give him any power the first time.
Alright, what are the other three of you talking about after Nom leaves?
Leland's like, so what did you... I know there was a lot of potatoes. I know so much.
No, it's great. It's really good. But this book, it's well, honestly, I was hoping for something a little more direct, like this is exactly how to defeat Ruin, but this is very, very interesting. It's all about elemental magic.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That is cool.
Yeah.
So much cooler than not getting anything.
Also, just
We
so
could
all of
share.
you know, all of these items will need to be attuned to.
Okay. All my attuned items gestures at empty field.
I have that belt. Okay, I have that belt.
You got
Don't worry.
your star belt. Okay.
Leland's looking at his new shield. This is the first shield that I've had since
This is a tower shield, Lulin. Also, I don't think you described your... Oh no, Elliot hasn't described his yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a tower shield, Lulin.
I don't know what that is.
It's about 4 feet wide and about
tall
6
ass
feet
shield.
tall. And it's like pretty much a square that comes to a point at the bottom. I guess it's more of a kite shield than a tower shield.
Got it. Okay. I see now.
Like, imagine you're holding a full door in front of
Yeah.
you,
Like you've been doing this entire campaign?
Yeah. Is it really any better than the door?
I'd hope so. I mean, doors are versatile. I can rip them off,
They
and
are.
if it's not my house, I don't have to worry about it.
And as Lulin says that, the door opens and Elliot walks back in.
You okay, bud?
Yeah, I'm okay as I'm ever gonna be. As he reaches for the accompanying box.
Yeah, the small, 4x7 box in your hand, when you open it, well, I will let you describe what is inside. Let me double check where it went to in your inventory. It went to your weapons.
My weapons. Oh, there it is. A novice Snapcaster's card deck. Simply a deck of cards, each displaying a intricate fancy magical symbols and runes. Thank you, boss.
You're welcome.
Sorry, I have to figure out the controls to this stupid game so I can read all of it. Yeah, sure. Oh, ooh, that's fun. It's a deck of cards, looks like to everyone else.
To everyone else, I will say, this is a deck of cards that you've seen before. If you went to Pharaoh's house.
True.
Yeah,
We did.
I remember that.
And Elliot, or Newsin, the shadows are growing longer outside.
Well, I think I'm gonna get one last jog in. There's been just way too much tension in this house. I need to go relieve some stress. She gets up and puts her plate in the sink.
Hey, rinse it.
Okay, sorry. Okay. She puts it under the water and gives it a scrub off. Look, there wasn't that much left on it anyway. You know I never leave any of your cooking behind. I would never.
Lulu's just gonna mutter, "You're damn right."
I think that Lyra's gonna offer to help with dishes, and then after that, she's just gonna turn in and study her book.
Yeah, Lulu, we'll tag team the dishes.
And I'm going
This
out
is
back.
bonding.
This is bonding.
bonding.
So, Newsin, you head out back as the sun starts to set, and sitting on a rock, just pretty much right outside your back door, just wearing, a light shirt and what seem to be, pants with a lot of pocket. They're cargo pants. He's wearing cargo pants. And
Got
just
casual
boots.
cargo pant.
And he has a pack on his back that has to weigh upwards of 70 pounds. You don't know what's in it, but you've seen people carry this much weight before. And on the sides of it are strapped wooden training swords. As he just kind of sits there and he goes, "Are you ready?"
Yeah, do I need, why a giant bag? Thought we were
We're going
training.
we're going for a hike.
Why are we going for a hike?
Training.
Fine.
Go grab whatever weapons you think you need.
I don't want to hurt you.
You won't.
I mean, I always have what I need, so probably
Okay,
be fine with just as is.
then let's go.
Alright.
As he just stands up and just at a casual pace begins to walk off into the woods.
Nuzin just like as he's walking away, just kind of like puffs and is like is just immediately feeling regret at asking for this in the first place, but just follows him.
As you're walking through the trees with him, he goes, "You know, I am glad you came around."
I'm still deciding whether I'm glad that I came around.
Well, whether you're happy about it or not, at least you stopped thinking you were special.
Well, yeah, okay. Fair enough. I mean, watching a bunch of people die before my eyes and not being able to do anything about it will definitely do that to you. Not that I ever really thought I was particularly, like, special, but capable, maybe.
Yes, but I mean, you're talented. But you lack what it takes to make you capable. You've mastered being angry at the world. But why are you angry?
Because I have to be?
Do you have to be? All the time at every slight? Do you have to rise to every challenge that comes your way?
Yeah.
Why?
I know who does.
If you don't, who does? And how has that been working so far?
Decently up until now.
He kind of nods and continues silently to lead you up the hill as we're going to cut back to the rest of the party for a little bit.
Okay.
This is going to kind of happen in spurts.
Yeah.
So, Nom, you are headed down into the city as the sun begins to set. And you make it to the flower shop right about the time the sun begins to fully go down. As you see the inside, it's getting cleaned up right now.
Mm. Is the door open?
So the door is locked.
I'm just gonna try and pick it.
Roll sleight of hand.
Nam hasn't gotten to do this in a while. Are you fucking...
Say it ain't
So the best part is you rolled that one privately too, so I'm gonna need you to fix that real quick. But the downside is, chat, what you can't see right now is that Nom crit failed and crit stick.
Oh, damn. Oh, that's rough.
But, oh, there it is.
There we go.
But, Nom, you begin fiddling with the door. Roll me a d10. 1 being the least bad thing that could happen, 10 being the absolute worst.
Right in the middle, baby.
So,
the most mild thing happens.
You hear an audible, like, crack as something within the lock breaks. As Rose kind of looks up inside and looks at the door.
Nam kind of gives a look like, "Welp, I tried."
She walks over and she tries to open the door and she's messing with the lock, but she can't seem to get the door open.
Oh my god. If I use Mage Hand, am I able to do anything inside of the lock?
You're gonna have to describe to me what you want to do, and I might make you roll for it.
Well, me being an expert lockpick, what broke in the lock?
It seems like you jammed one of the tumblers.
Okay, so then Nom's gonna try and reach in with the mage hand and
Roll sleight of hand again.
fix one of those.
Hopefully it goes. There's a nat 20. So you just, like, you reach in with the mage hand, you just fix the lock. Like it's nothing.
Nom like still doesn't realize he's able to do this, so he's just like really frustrated that he messed this up.
Like, you're literally thinking about how you would fix the lock if you were gonna fix it, and suddenly it just unlocks and the door opens.
Did you? Oh, hi. Also, did you
Hi.
fix it?
No, I didn't touch anything.
Well, that's weird.
This lock is going to function better than it has ever functioned, by the way. It's gonna be, like, silent.
So I got something from Pharaoh that I feel like you might be able to help me with.
Oh, I heard about him. So sad.
I got a night blossom seedling.
He gave you a what?
A night blossom seedling. And I'm not really sure the best way to grow it.
Oh.
So, and I think we're planning on maybe going to help out some friends soon, so maybe a portable way to grow it. I don't know if that's even possible.
Night blossoms are symbiotic, so I mean, do kobolds? I mean, and she's getting really excited now.
Okay.
As she runs to the back and she comes out with a really old book. As she flips it open, she goes, "Come here, come here, come here."
Nom kind of pops onto a stool or something.
So, night blossoms are back when, Zraya was first being founded, there were elven druids in the area that used the night blossoms as spellcasting foci. And through the use of that magic and growing, and I don't know the specifics on growing them, but I can absolutely look into it for you.
Okay.
They found out that the plant can grow with you. It doesn't combine with you or anything like that, but it's like a vine, if that makes sense. It can grow wherever you put it, really.
Is this gonna give me another voice in my head? Because
No.
I don't know if I can deal with that.
They should be entirely symbiotic. It'll be more like having a pet.
Oh, I see. Is it... So it's attached to me?
I mean, no, you can remove it. It just needs something solid to wrap itself around. I mean, if the legends of it are true, they even had the ability once they were fully bloomed to store and disperse celestial moonlight.
Huh. So, what does it eat?
I mean, if it's...
Does it eat anything, or is it... I just have to, water my arm or something that it's on?
I don't know the specifics, but I'll look into it for you. I mean, they were supposedly incredibly resilient plants. So it might not need a lot. I mean, Zraya is still a desert, so they don't need a lot of water or nutrients or anything like that. I think they more just need care. I think you need to actually care.
Well,
No, I'm not saying you don't, but...
Right. I mean, I do. I mean, it's Pharaoh's last wish of me to take care of this thing, so I wouldn't want to let him down again.
Well, let me see if I can find anything about it, and I'll let you know.
Okay, I mean, so for the meantime, should I just hold on to it, on my person, or, how does the process start?
I mean, expose it to moonlight? They grew at night, from what the legends here say, so... Maybe just carry it home?
Okay. Sounds good. I don't know if I'm gonna be in to work, because we might be going to save a friend. I'm not sure.
Oh no, that's fine with everything that's happened.
Do you want me to walk around and talk to some of the plants and see if they need anything, or?
Oh, I honestly forgot you could do that. I thought you were just excited about the plants. Why don't you just talk to your plant and ask what it needs?
Well, sometimes seeds can't, like, have thoughts of their own yet, so I wasn't sure.
You never
But
know.
I also figured I'd wait to use that until I was here, so I didn't waste it either.
Oh no, the plants are all growing wonderfully right now.
I mean, okay.
The predator plants do miss you though, so if you have a chance to before you leave, stop by. But I am closing up for the night. Everyone's sleeping.
Oh, okay.
Except your little friend who kind of appears to be waking up right now. As it's getting darker, the seedling is beginning to just faintly glow. Kind of this like purple-pink hue.
Okay. So then Nam's gonna cast Speak with Plants.
What are you saying?
Hey, little guy.
Hello?
Oh, you can speak. How is it? Growing.
It's been... It was very cold for a long time.
Yeah, well, I'll do my best to take care of you.
Light,
You want moonlight?
please, if you'd be so kind.
So the Nam's gonna like wave bye to Rose and then
She kind of
walk out.
like nods at you as she like walks back to the lock, and she's kind of like looking at how smoothly it glides now.
Nam put some elbow grease into that mage hand.
Yeah, he did. But as you get outside, you watch as it begins to glow a little bit brighter, and it goes, "Thank you. I'm going to rest and grow now."
Yeah, okay, yeah. Do whatever you want to do, I guess. I'm gonna do my best to take care of you.
Thank you. Newson. As you continue to make your way up the hill, Brennan has continued to not talk, and you're approaching the tree line. Like, it's been a minute since he said a word to you. As he's just
So
walking ahead of you.
we're just gonna like walk in silence. This is supposed to make me more capable of not dying, fighting.
It's supposed to make you calm.
This doesn't make me feel calm. This makes me feel annoyed.
Why? Look at everything around you.
Uh-huh.
What does it mean to you?
It's a forest.
And what does that forest mean to you?
It's behind our house, so I guess if it caught fire, I'd be concerned that it would burn our house down.
He kind of like stops and turns and looks at you. He goes, "And what would you do?"
Probably try and stop it, ideally.
So you don't try to put the fire out until it's already burning?
Why would I put if I don't know something's on fire, how would I put it out? That makes no sense.
You still annoyed?
Yes.
Then we'll keep walking. As he turns around and just begins walking up the hill again.
They're wasting my fucking time. What, are we just gonna walk all night?
If we have to.
Okay, that is definitely that's just totally unreasonable. Okay, I'm not immortal with a dumb fucking mask. All right.
And do you think the mask makes it so I can walk far?
No, so you don't have to sleep and shit too.
It doesn't. It makes me not have to sleep, but it doesn't fix any. It doesn't fix not being tired. Let's go.
Oh my god, fine.
As he just turns and up the rocks he goes. Lyra, I know you said you were reading your books.
Mm-hmm.
Lulin and Elliot, what are you two doing? My goal copy
Sorry, I
is
muted
yes.
again.
My goal, yes, is to turn Nom into a Megazord, by the way.
Classic. I think as soon as Lyra left the room, Elliot's gonna turn to Lulin and be like, "Up for some training?"
Yeah. Always.
As he sort of leads the way out to the field.
What do you think? You want to do some sparring, or do you want me to give you the news and treatment?
The news and treatment.
You
That
want the news and
sounds-
treatment?
I mean, I know you're used to training fighters. I was just gonna cast some magic at these dummies for a minute. I mean, if you want to spar, I guess I could. No, I can't spar with you. I would die.
Strong body, strong mind, strong body, strong mind.
Lulin chuckles.
Strong mind.
Lulin chuckles. Unlike news, and I know I know how to start soft and work our way up. Newsen
Hey.
might not know how to do that.
I can't help that I'm a bull in a china shop. All right.
So
Just because I taught Newsen how to fight doesn't mean she listened.
Jesus.
God damn!
Jeez.
I'm being
Rude.
wrecked.
Being bullied by both mentors right now.
I know.
So are
Go
you
on.
two just training?
Show me
Yeah,
what you got.
as Elliot,
Lulin's gonna come up with
Okay.
like a defensive stance.
fine. As he sort of like takes a swing at Lulin.
Lulu just blocks and just pushes you back. Come on.
Well, it doesn't help that you're that much bigger than me. As he swings again.
Lulu's gonna block and push. Bigger opponents just means that they fall a little bit more.
Okay, fine. What if you weren't a bigger opponent? As he casts Reduce on Lulin. I believe that is a Wisdom save? Constitution save.
Constitution save.
So while that
I'm screwed.
happens,
That's it.
regardless
It's
of the
over.
result of that save.
Ah!
So, Lulin, you do not shrink as the two of you continue to train. Lyra, upstairs, you are trying to attune to these books.
Mm-hmm.
So, you begin to attune as you open the first book, and the world around you kind of fades out and shifts until you're standing in just an open plain. Like, you can feel the ground you're standing on, but it's like there's nothing else there. Just sand rolling into the distance. You hear a voice from around you, and you call yourself a protector?
Where am I? Who are you?
You hear, like, the sand whip up, and as you turn to look at it, it forms into the shape of Carden as a child. You don't protect people.
I didn't understand back then. I'm a different person now. I've grown up.
And what's changed?
I know now that my ambitions and my ideas aren't as important as the people around me, and I didn't know that back then.
So the room kind of shifts as suddenly you're in the barrows, and the kid is leaning down, Lyra, looking at a very familiar steam engine, and you know this moment.
Get away from there! Go away! Get away from there! Get away from
So
it!
what do you do for people now? As the kid leans down and like reaches out to poke, and you've relived this moment 1,000 times in your dreams.
Yeah, she's putting herself in between.
I guess you are a protector now. And everything fades, and you are now attuned to the Book of Elemental Warding.
Whew. Okay.
Newsom.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
You continue on, and you're almost at the peak of one of these mountains now. You can look down and just see the faintest lights of the mansion in the distance. Are you still angry?
Yes, we're at the top of a... Why are we at the top of a mountain? I've walked so far. This is great.
And you feel the power of all that rage. You want to use it.
Yeah, I do. I do, kinda.
He kind
You're
of
pissing
turns
me off,
around as he pulls 2 clips, and the backpack drops to the ground as you stand in this stony clearing with just the clear night and the moon overhead. The problem with you, Newson, is that you like to use your rage as fast as you get it. You lack purpose.
I have plenty of purpose, okay?
Whose purpose do you have? Is it yours?
I guess?
Or do you just continue to adopt the purpose of whoever will give you orders?
I go where I'm needed. I don't know what you want me to say.
You go where you're needed, death follows where you go.
So I'm just supposed to stop going?
No. What is your purpose?
To protect people, I guess?
You've been doing a bang-up job.
Look, okay?
What
I'm doing
is your purpose?
I don't know, okay?
Do
I
you
don't
know why you don't know your purpose? Because when I look down at that forest, I see the trees where I grew up. The trees I played in as a child. And when you look at that forest, you see lumber. You have forgotten who you are, Newson Worldwalker.
Well, this isn't my home, okay?
It's not?
No, it's not.
So your family's not here?
My family is, but I mean, some of it is, yes.
So
but...
what does home mean? If home is not the people and the things that we hold dear, what is it?
Well, it is the people. It's just not all of them, okay? Like, I have other family, and I miss them, you know?
He kind of like tilts his head at you. Then why'd you leave them?
Because I had to. I didn't have a choice.
Why didn't you have a choice? Because you let somebody else's purpose become your own? Because you followed the rules? Because you were a good little soldier?
Yes, I did what had to be done, okay? I just fucked it up.
Oh, you did what had to be done. Well, let me tell you, as somebody who's done what had to be done, that's not an excuse. If your purpose is to protect people, News and Stormhorn, you have failed.
You're wrong. You're just wrong. Look.
I'm wrong? You told me at the base of the hill you rise to every challenge. Come do something about it.
You know what?
And
I will.
he just turns, so he's at a little bit of an angle to you, and just slides one of his feet back. Well, don't keep me waiting. I'm gonna let you just have first initiative.
Okay. I think she's gonna kind of glower at him. Like, there's a part of her that knows she's being baited, but also that doesn't care. Because we've been walking in a line for hours, probably. And she's fucking tired of it. So yeah, she's gonna kind of like swing her head a little bit and rage, and gonna get even more just decrepit and horrifying, like nasty, decaying tail, like and weird dragon's maw, like chipped claws. It's just this terrible, like, mixture of like some semblance of dragon and minotaur.
As you fully change and you turn into this just kind of unspeakably monstrous thing.
Yeah.
He just looks at you and says, even to prove your own point, you have to use somebody else's power.
And then she'll just pull out Hugh and take 2 attacks against him.
Roll to hit.
Okie dokie.
Roll them to me privately.
Okay.
I don't want the rest of the party to know his stats yet.
No.
You know, that's valid.
Well, why not?
Remind me how to do that.
Okay, so right above the dice typey box thing, there's a thing that you can click on that says public roll. It's next to the dice symbol. You can do private GM roll. Yes. Yes. Round 1. Fight. Okay. What do we got here?
The second one.
That will miss.
Jesus fuck. I can't do much better than that.
No, you really can't.
Alright.
Oh my god. Oh. Okay, describe how you charge him. I don't know how to feel about this.
I know, I don't know how to feel about it either.
Don't worry, it'll work out.
Okay. I think she's just, like, so blinded at that point. Like, him, like, saying that she's, like, using somebody else's power and kind of belittling that, like, her abilities when, like, she had no choice to take on that dragon soul and then have it ripped out of her. She just, like, it's just an all-out swing. Like, there's not a thought behind, like, oh, we're supposed to be training. This is
no longer a training exercise.
Yeah, this is a full fuck you.
So you dive at him, Newton.
Yeah.
And he stumbles. He trips and falls on his ass, but he gets out of the way. As the first one just sweeps over his head And as you swing down with the second one, you watch him roll, and suddenly he's behind you. Using that rage just as fast as you can get it. Fuel directly into the fire. And he's just going to take a couple steps back and stop.
She's gonna pivot on one foot and kind of stomp the other one down to face him and say, well, it had you on your ass, didn't it?
But I'm still here.
For now. And then she's gonna take 2 more swings.
Alright, roll your first one.
Okay.
So you swing the first one, and this time he's ready for you. He steps to the side, and you watch as the axe comes down within centimeters of the mask. As he just steps out of the way, as he's standing right next to you, and he just literally leans in and whispers in your ear. No purpose at all. No thought, just attack, attack, attack. Roll your second one.
Okay. Yeah, she's just gonna swing out to try and, like... I mean, if he leans in, she might just try and elbow him, but...
No, he's inside your arms right now.
Oh, okay, got it.
Like leaned right up against your ear, whispering in your ear.
Okay, then I'll just bring the axe back down.
You're really big on doubles tonight, aren't you?
I really am! Apparently, I can only roll the same thing twice in a row every time.
As you swing the second one, he almost dances under your arm. Like, his arms are behind his back. He's very clearly toying with you. And he knows you know it.
Mm-hmm.
As he just comes out behind you again. And that anger just makes you reckless. As we're going to cut back to Nam, as you're approaching the front of the house, you can hear the sound of, like, weapons clashing behind the house. But it's very obviously wooden weapons.
I think he's just gonna assume it's like Ephraim and Sumter or something.
Okay.
Nam was like holding out the seed the whole trip. Has it like visibly changed at all?
It's glowing a little brighter, but no more than like the basic. So the box it came in had like a basic guide on how to grow the seedling. A little bit, like basic, like not how to grow it, but like basic care steps. And it's the healthy color described by the little note that was with it.
Okay. Would it have said to like leave it outside overnight, or?
It seems like it wants to stay with you.
Okay. So then Nam's just gonna, I guess.
It told you that you're very warm.
He's gonna ask the mimic armor if it can make like a little pocket for it.
The mimic armor kind of like shifts a little bit, and then one of the shoulder pads has like a little pocket for the seedling on it.
Nam like places the seed in that pocket.
It honestly looks a lot like what was in the book. So the mimic armor probably copied it.
Okay.
For the casters that had them going down their arms.
Oh, gotcha.
Lyra, you're still upstairs when you hear the door close, or you just keeping working on the book?
Sorry. Am I done attuning?
You are done attuning. It took you about an hour.
Then I think I would go downstairs, yeah.
Okay, so you head downstairs and you see Nam with the seed now in this little pocket thing.
Hey, Nom. Did you get that all worked out?
Yeah, I think I just need to have it with me for a while.
Okay, that's great. I wanted to say that I'm really sorry about what happened earlier. I think I just didn't know what I was dealing with, you know.
No, it was wrong of me to ask you to do that.
No, I offered, and I'm sorry it didn't help.
Well, it's not like I'm much of a help either right now.
Well, we can both be useless together, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, if I can control the way this seed grows, then if that's what I got going for me, then that's what I got going for me.
We'll do our best.
Is everybody else here and okay?
Newson went on like a walk.
Yeah, I
think-
saw Brennan on the way out.
Yeah.
I did not tell anybody about Brennan, just to be clear. Only Nom knows about that.
Yeah.
That would be a big
Brennan.
surprise to everyone.
Brennan? Huh. Weird. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, I last saw Rulin
Okay. So back at the top of the hill.
Sorry, I didn't know what this meant.
Back at the top of the hill, Newson, he's just been dancing around you as you swing at him. Like, it's been a few minutes. And that's a lot longer than you normally fight for.
Mm-hmm.
And he just looks calm as could be. He's just happy as he kind of just stops after you take another swing at him. Kind of steps a couple steps back. You use all that anger to accomplish nothing because you don't think about your actions. Because you don't know what you want to do.
I want to do what needs to be done. I don't know what to tell you.
And who decides what needs to be done?
Whatever the next great catastrophe is, I guess.
So you're just... The world burning is fine as long as it's not where you are.
No, I mean, I'm going to wherever the world is burning.
Okay.
All the time.
Now we have something. But you weren't. Until the world burning came to you. And because you failed there, we both lost a friend. Do you know what the point of rage is, Newson?
Bless you.
Excuse me.
To get shit done?
You're right. But not the way you use it. Look at what you've done. You've used all your rage. You're tired. You're angry. You're still burning fuel. But you're sloppy. You're going to make mistakes. You still haven't taught me my lesson. So do it. And I'll show you why you need purpose. It's your turn.
Okay, fine. You called me reckless before. I haven't showed you reckless yet.
Then show me reckless.
Reckless attack him.
Roll to hit.
For advantage.
That will not hit.
And again.
Roll to hit. As you're swinging the axe, and he's just maddeningly... It seems like... God, you love doubles today.
I cannot stop rolling doubles!
Holy shit.
That is the third time.
But you keep swinging. And maddeningly, it seems like he's always just beyond the edge of your blade. Or just to the side. And he keeps popping up inside your guard and just saying things to you. You have no drive. As he pops up again. You don't know why you want to win this fight. As he pops up behind you again. You just know that you want me to lose. You don't have any patience. There's no planning involved. You just... It's almost beautiful how bad you are at this.
She tries to headbutt him.
Roll to hit.
I don't know if I have, like, I guess that would be an unarmed strike. It's not really,
Sky, that's not good.
It's not good. It's really not good.
So you lunge forward to headbutt him out of the area that he navigated you into. And that's when you feel it. You feel a rope pull tight around one of your legs as you lunge forward. And you slip. As he looks at as you start to fall, you hear him say, "And you need purpose, because with purpose comes precision." And as you are getting the bearing that you're falling, you just see him step forward, and you see his other knee come up as he just drills it into your chin. And I'm gonna need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh boy. Well, I am pretty good at those. On save. Well,
Well,
I
shit.
guess that tracks. Carry me home.
You feel your entire body lock up. As he walks over and he picks up the pack. And he cinches the straps tight. And he walks over and he sets a canteen down in front of you, Newton.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, "Get your bearings and get some sleep. I'll see you up here again tomorrow night." And he just walks away. And just leaves you paralyzed on top of this mountain.
Love that for me.
Elliot and Lulin, what are you how's training going?
The next time Elliot swings at me, I want to make a grapple check.
Roll athletics.
And that's what, opposing strength?
Opposing acrobatics or athletics. I recommend
So
whichever
both
one is
plus
higher.
0. Oh, shit.
It meets it beats. Elliot succeeds.
That's fine.
I think, as you go in for the grapple, Elliot does the, sort of, bends forward and rolls you over him as he, goes to the other side. So what's the point? Why do you train like this? Does it make you better?
Well,
I mean, I'm surely not helping you get better.
well,
You can kick my ass any day of the week.
and you just taught me that you could throw me over your shoulder.
Yeah, well, I'm not convinced that's going to be a regular occurrence in my life.
No. But nothing is guaranteed in life.
Well, guarantees, though infrequent, doesn't outweigh probability. I understand that nothing is 100%, but 99% is close enough for me. As Elliot goes in for another swing,
Roll to hit.
You got it, boss. I don't know how to do that on this. Oh, I can do it here.
Come on, Isaac.
I don't know if you know this, but wizards don't really roll to hit. I don't know.
Lulin, what do you want to do? You just want to catch his hand?
Yeah, Lulin's gonna catch his hand. You want to make this interesting? Fine. Lulin's going to cast invisibility on you.
Fucking all right.
Elliot just leaves the battleground and goes to bed.
Walks away. Glad that's over with.
So what? Magic's on the cards now? As Elliot tries to sort of sneak around.
Lulin's just like hunkered down. Right arm way forward out, left arm real close. Just turning for sounds. I know what you're like.
Lulin, roll me a religion check.
There you are. 18.
You hear as you're listening for Elliot and you hear the wind passing by, you hear the word, "It's find me," and you smell the distinct smell of roses. And I'm assuming that's when
Well,
Elliot swings.
Yeah. I was gonna say Elliot's gonna cast Levitate for a gold DC 16 con save for Lulin.
Lulin, give me that con save at disadvantage, because I'm assuming this threw you off a little bit.
It did.
Oh, love that disadvantage.
You begin to float, and Lyra, from the bedroom window, you see Lulin floating up by the window.
Oh, hi, Lulin.
Lulin waves.
How's it going?
Oh, me and Elliot are just, having a little fun.
Oh, cool. 1 second. Lyra's gonna look over the window and cast a levitate on Elliot.
Elliot is
Can you
invisible,
see
and
Elliot?
levitate is a sight spell.
Yeah.
No, that's so rude.
Get him, I
Where? I don't see Elliot anywhere. I was gonna cast levitate on him, but is Elliot with us in the room?
Is
there an Elliot in the room with us now? I think Elliot's just gonna stay quiet for the time being.
And I think that's where we'll end our session for the night.
Just a floating
shit.
cow.
All
floating
right.
Across the moonlight.
Thank you to everybody who came out to watch with us. Thank you to our raiders, Ampo and the Sky T. Love you both. Thank you so much. Thank you to everybody who resubscribed. There were a lot of you. Thank you to everybody who followed. A lot happened this stream. It's
Yeah.
gonna be a big recap. All right. Thank you to all our players. We have Elliot Burning Oak, played by.
It's Isaac, the ball of stress that never gets unwound. And my favorite part of this session, that's right, I fucking remembered, PT.
Color me surprised.
That's your favorite part, remembering to remember.
Is that I remembered to remember. Done. Let's go.
There you go.
Good job.
No, of course, it's when he was tackled by it.
When it was tackled
As
by
anyone
Nom.
can see, is gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have Lyra Dream Shadow, played by.
Hello, I'm Rosie, one Rosie CS on the internet, and my favorite part of today. Ooh, that's kind of hard. I feel like I liked a lot of what happened today. I think the highlight and also the low point was probably, low point because it was sad, but Elliot's little you were like a father to me, and it was so sad but so good. So.
Mans cannot keep a father figure.
Oh my god.
And he never will. Lulin, you're next.
Oh god.
Lyra will
Taco,
never
taco.
graduate, and Elliot will never have a father figure.
Yay.
And then we have Nom Dream Shadow, played by.
Me, Gentleman Ferret, I liked the part where... I don't know if I have a favorite part tonight. I mean, I did like the discussion with Rose, because that hasn't happened in a while, so I think that was my favorite part. Oh, no. No. It was tackling Elliot.
Honestly, that whole thing was great.
And then
Just
we
the
have
escalated yelling, Lyra being very confused. What do I do? What do I do? What do I...
and then we have Newsen Worldwalker, played by.
It's me, the Sky T. And yeah, my favorite part was when we thought it was a good idea to leave the two most mentally unstable people in the group together alone downstairs, like it was gonna be okay.
And
That
then,
was a little silly.
and then
And,
last,
you know,
but certainly not least, we have Lulin Boldspeaker, played by.
It me, Brambo. And my favorite part of today's episode, Mans. I think it was just Elliot coming back to Earth. And the whole scene. And also, I owe Coffee and Chat a dad joke.
Oh, yes, you do.
It never came up. So, how does the moon style his hair?
how?
Eclipse it.
Alright, Barrett, how does that
Funny.
one rate on the dad joke rating scale?
Get that like
That
a
was-
7 out of 10.
That one's
7.
That one's like a 6.
6, 7.
Okay.
I say 7. I say 7.
I feel like
To be-
it's a good pun.
depends.
It's
You should just
dad
look it up.
relevant.
You know what else I feel like? I feel like everybody should join the Discord, which I just dropped in the chat.
So true!
If you join that Discord, you get to see all the cool stuff going on. You'll get to know when I go live, which I will be tomorrow night playing Dino Game with the Sky Tea.
Yeah!
It's time to nest some ducks. And then we'll be back live Wednesday with the community game, which you can also apply for in the Discord. We also have our Nom's World Tour Challenge, where if you put Nom in front of the coolest thing, you'll win some stickers.
So true!
It's that easy.
Dickers!
It's that easy.
Woohoo!
I hardly know her.
But for now, everybody, I'm going to send you all over to Glitched Rune. He's playing Deep Rock Galactic, so I think everybody in chat just start spamming "We're rich."
Rich.
We're rich.
Rich.
We're rich. All right, I'm going to send everyone on over there. Everybody have a wonderful rest of your night. We will see you again tomorrow. And until next time, don't do anything I wouldn't do. The bar's so low. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.